I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Hopefully I'm live. Bear with me, all my beautiful people. I am trying to do this through Google Hangouts. Happy Friday! I'm testing this out, and a few friends might join me. Let me get my screens situated. I hope everybody is having a fabulous Friday. Monday, Tuesday, happy day. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey, YouTube friends, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah. I don't know how to do this. Where are all my screens? You would think I would try to attempt to get this all up ahead of time. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Do, 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 do. I don't know what I am doing yet. It says I'm live. I just gotta find the chat. Oi, boy. Oi. Oh my God, did I try all the time? Why can't I see my screen? Where is my screen? I hope that I don't totally mess this up. I appreciate anybody who's currently watching because I really am having some issues trying to get this. Oh, I see the chat. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Heyo, heyo. I see the live chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hey, hey. I said, hey. What's going on? I need a lighter. Hey, hey. I see we have Joanna in the house and Farmall Fanatic. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. I am testing, going live through Google Hangouts. So I apologize if I seem lost, which is really probably nothing out of the unusual for me. Right? Let's make sure I have live chat up. It is Friday. What's today, people? February 8th. Here in Colorado, it is almost 10 a.m. And I am struggling every day. I'm struggling. Okay, I'm not every day I'm struggling, but I'm tired. I had to get out some of my Mountain Thunder, Morning Thunder tea. Had to bring out my happy cup. Cause I'm happy. I am happy. Oh, and there is the girl I was hoping would pop up. Leticia. Hello. Hello, my sweet friend. Do you want to come live with me? Let me know, girl, because we're going to test this out. Killing me softly with his soul. Figured I'd do a little work. You sent me an email. All right, let me look. I figured if I couldn't figure it out, that I'd drop my email in the chat and maybe delete it. Give me a second. I can't see my screen. I'm trying to look at my email here and dancing. I got music playing, as always. I still wish we could play music. And I got my shirt, like my shirt. Borderline hoarder-ish, where hoarding is only cool if you can sell it for a profit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Looking for an email from Leticia. I can't believe how tired I am considering I went to bed not too late. It was, we didn't have, my daughter and I didn't have our usual Tuesday, Twilight Tuesday marathon where we had it yesterday or last night, you know, because you can't do it on any other days of the week. Hello, it can only be Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, Twilight. Anyway, so she hasn't, well, she hadn't seen a bunch of them. Now we're on the last one. We just watched, I think it was the fourth one. I have this thing with vampire shows and movies, and I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. All right, girl, I don't see nothing from you. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not in the right category. I can't have to go with hubby. Oh, okay. Wait, what? What are you saying to me? That you can't go live or you want to go live? Or you don't want to go live? I don't know what you're saying to me, Leticia. I don't see it either in my thing. Joanna is working on listing another pair of shoes. Right on, right on. I see we have Ashley in the house. Hi, girl. I'm at work, but came to say hello. Hello. Thank you for showing up in my chat. I appreciate you, friend. Yeah. Hit that like button. Leticia says, we're going to see my brother at a nursing home. Well, that's all right, girl. We're still on for tomorrow, right? And having a girls only hangout. No beards allowed. Happy Friday! Rosie up in here. Hi, Rosie. How's your day going? My day's all right. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm having a slight off day. I'm feeling like I hadn't slept enough, but I don't know. I don't know what my deal is. I have restless leg syndrome, and sometimes it's a problem. And even when I feel like I'm sleeping, then I'm really not. My sleep is way better than it used to be before I had my pacemaker moved. That was crazy because every time I would roll over, like it would do some pulse thing. And you know, when you get nervous or excited about something and you could feel like your heart pounding through your chest, that's what it would do. And it would wake me up because it would be so hard. But I got my pacemaker moved, and right now that is not a problem. It is a possibility of happening again because I don't have really a whole lot like right here, up here. And so my pacemaker moves and eventually starts crushing on veins and yeah. Nonsense, puppy pants. I'm such a child. That's not good at all. Yeah, it sucks. It's like I was really honestly pretty mad after I got my last pacemaker surgery or my last heart surgery. I was pretty mad at the world, and which is silly because it wasn't the world that did that to me, or I was born with heart problems. I was born with it. So it wasn't anything I did or anything anybody else did. But either way, it sucks to have to get, I guess, a surgery, every, I don't know, it's like 6 to 10 years. But that's all right. I'm alive. So got to be grateful for that, right? I see we have Todd flipping hustler sliding in late. What's the good word? You ain't late, yo. We just got started. Let's get it started. It's tough to deal with and accept for sure. Right, yeah. But I think a lot of people, if they have any type of medical things, they probably feel similar. I just felt like I got cheated, for a long time. And that was what my biggest issue was I felt like it was unfair. Like I try really hard to be nice to everybody, and to live a morally correct life, at least in my eyes, by, I don't know, I just like to live kind of a guilt-free life. So I figure, because I have the world's largest Jiminy Cricket, and I feel bad if I'm mean to somebody, so I just don't do it. I feel bad if I go over the speed limit by 5 miles per hour. Like I feel guilty. I'm like, I'm such a rebel. And so I just don't take those types of risks. I just don't put myself in that situation. But it's tough to deal with and accept. Me too. This disease I have came when I was 27. Yeah, I know that I know, girl, that you definitely get it and understand. So it hit me hard, and I was like, why me? I didn't have it when I was born, or could have, but symptoms didn't come out till 27. Yeah, well, I get it. Like, I was born with my heart problems, but I wasn't aware of it, really. I just thought it was normal to have your heart be so silly, and going all quick and being hyper. People give me a hard time sometimes because I'm hyper. In fact, somebody yesterday, and he's probably lurking, he's probably going to watch this, was like, I'm pretty sure she does a line of coke before every live. And I'm like, fool, I'll pass a drug test and an alcohol test. No, this is just fact that I have a little bit of some heart, rapid heartbeat, and yes, my pacemaker helps, but it only makes it not go past a certain point. That's it. So it could still go pretty high and hit there, like as though I'm running. But I thought that was funny. He's like, she does a line of coke. He's awesome though. You know who you are? I know you probably watch him, fool. Hi, Toad. Rosie says. Everybody just saying, hi. I see Thrifty Christy popped in and Valerie Hickory Springs. Yay! I am so happy to have you here. You are awesome. Beth speaks so highly of you. And anybody Beth speaks highly of, I trust, because she's good stuff. She's good stuff. So what is everybody up to today? Are we listed? Anybody want to come listen with me? You want to go live? Anybody? Well, maybe not just anybody, but so far everybody in the chat, I kind of know. I do need to send one to my Irish twin. She said maybe she'd hop in. I don't mind going live, but it's always a little better when you have somebody with you. So, because I don't seem to get as much done. Trying to always pay attention to the chat. I don't want to ignore you guys, I'm glad that it's Friday, which means tonight is game night in my house. I don't know what we're going to play tonight, which is awesome. I love Fridays. It's so much fun. I love hanging out with my kids. I just have my daughter tonight, but I am excited. She is so much fun. It is so much fun being a parent. I always, on all my social medias, I always hashtag momhood rocks. Hashtag momhood rocks, because it's the truth. Kids are awesome. They really are. I only had one sale. Hey, one sale is better than none, girl. I've listed and drank coffee. That's it. Anyone else have dead sales? Okay. That's I guess I just totally started from the bottom and then read up. I'm such a dork. All right, I have a serious question, though, for real. Serious question. And if anybody's watching this, the replay, feel free to comment. So I'm on the fence on whether to, y'all know me, I'm a little hyper, I'm a little crazy, but I keep, every time I get off a live or off of a video, or I hear things like, yeah, that girl must do coke before she goes live, I think, dang, maybe I should tame the crazy. Tame the crazy, tame the crazy. Maybe it's too much for people. What do you guys think? You think that it's too much, all my hyperness, or maybe I need to tone it down? You know, I can't help it. I just get excited. I could calm down. I know how to calm down when the time is right. You know, if I were to go into somebody else's live, I understand not trying to necessarily take over their video and all that, but I think for me, it's harder to tame the crazy than it is to just be normal. Because then I start having to think about it, like a lot. And I don't necessarily want to do that. You know, I've said before that if people don't like me, then they don't have to necessarily watch me. But, you know, at the same time, I like to help people. And I definitely love the reseller community. For sure. Y'all are awesome. I laugh right along with so many of you. Like, what were you doing yesterday, Todd? Speaking of which, you blowing some snow or something. I hopped into that and I was like, what in tarnation is going on here, sir? It's all snow blowing in his driveway. That was funny. Yeah, that'd be cool, Leticia. If you get back anytime soon, let me know and I'll let you join. You be you, I be me. Crystal is Crystal, Leticia is herself. We are all flipping amazing. Yes. Wow, my phone is, my Bixby is trying to answer me. Cool beans. So I'm glad to know that I'm not too much. Well, but then again, Todd, that's coming from you, and you're crazy as I am. Might be too much craziness all up in her rut. Nice. I need to do a sale for my mom. Forgot how to set it up. Oh, for promoting? Yeah, I wanted to show you what I was up to. Yeah, that snowblower was cool. I wish I could have one of those. You'll have to, well, you don't have to, but I was curious if there was a pacemaker warning on it. For real. That'd be cool if you could look at that and see if there's a pacemaker warning. There's normally pacemaker warnings, and it'll say, like, will interfere with, you know, pacemakers or whatever, but it's always in the fine, small white writing or on the bottom of something or in the instructions. It's insane how many warnings there really are out there, and I never even knew it until I got a pacemaker. But our driveway is sort of long, and you know, my man, he will shovel the driveway, but if it's during the day, like, to keep up on it, then I don't mind shoveling, but he doesn't necessarily want me to be shoveling, so he gets up really early and he'll shovel, and he'll come in like a popsicle from outside. There's a couple things that I really like doing, and I don't know why. Sweeping, mowing the lawn. That's another one that there's a lot of machines that I can't use, but Like the weed eater. I can't use that thing. It's too close. The main power source is too close. A lawnmower, at least it's like down further, but if it shakes the ground or something, whatever it is, then that is a problem too. Oh yeah, how would I get on with you? I need to send you a link, girl. I don't know why. How did you said that you emailed me, Leticia? So I'm getting off the chat screen here. I wonder if it's in my junk. I usually check my emails through my phone, so I'm like even lost. Looking at word screens. I'm just gonna drop my email in the chat. And oh, she dropped hers already. All right, I'm gonna write this down real fast, and I'm gonna delete that. Oh, go fast, Kim! Faster! Oh, I'm such a dork. I just realized I didn't have to try to look all hard at it. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete that, girl. I got you, girl. I told you yesterday. I got you, girl. Let's see. Oh no, how do I delete it? Oh, poop. Isn't there a way I can delete her comment? Or maybe one of the mods could delete her comment of her email address? That would be cool if somebody could do that. I thought that I could do that, but I don't see that option. Kim, what is that loud noise in the background? I don't know. A ghost? I don't know what you're hearing, girl. Is there a weird noise in the background? I need to go with her. No. Please be you. Don't worry about the haters. Haters gonna hate. True story. What is that loud noise in the background? Crazy as a loony tunes. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. I'm invading your TV or screen on a phone or a computer. Hey. Whoa, chat. What is going on here? She's a John Deere with an electric start and a full start. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, it looked cool. It was cool as you were going further out in your driveway. It was like a rainbow of snow. It was cool. Hi, Grandma Wrinkles. Welcome. We're going to work today. Obviously, I'm not working yet. I can't. Oh, girl, why are you not blue? Bam! Just lit up. Joanna, blue. Oh, you don't have one, huh? That's funny that I just gave one out to her that I'm all. I just read that. All right, fine. Oh, only because you're weird am I going to give you one, okay? And because your daughter is just like the cutest thing ever. All right. Sounds like a saw running. Is it still weird? Todd knows how, but he has no wrench. Well, he does now. He does now. You got a wrench. You're probably going to be the only dude that ever gets a wrench. Sorry to all the men out there. Todd's like a bro, though. He's freaking weird. Sorry, you're weird. Oh. Oh, I didn't know. All right, I gotta send a link real fast. 1 second. I'm on it. On it, girl. I'm gonna send you a link. On it, girl. This is my first attempt to do this. Yeah. All right, I gotta find one of my. Pardon me. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I remember now. We are sending out some letters to somebody. Wise men say only fools rush in, but excuse me while I get up all in y'all's face. No. I think that I did that right. We're gonna see. I don't know why I have to sing about every single thing I do. I literally almost every second day have a song constantly in my head. Sometimes it's a real song, sometimes I just make it up. But anything and everything I do makes me think of a song. Where'd my screen go? Okay. We'll go see if that worked. Girl, I sent that to you, girl. You watching? I sent you that link, girl. Whoa. All right, we're back in the. We're back in the chat. We back. Must be in her settings because mods can usually do that. Yeah, I thought that I could just delete it, but it just shows like to remove her as a mod or something. And it's when you lean into the camera, you hear the sound. Oh. Is it still doing it now? It might have been the fact that I was attached. Also, it could be my pacemaker. When I get too close to certain things, like the TV, or the radio, or other things, sometimes it messes up and it'll, like the TV, because we just use an antenna, but it'll make the channel go away. Or if the channel isn't coming in good, I'll lift up the little antenna thing that we have and hold it up. And I'm like, all right, y'all. To my family, go ahead, watch. It's weird. It's weird that it does that. But I don't want to have it, y'all to be plugging your ears. I know. Rosa. Whoa! Oh, she got it. Okay. I'm excited. Sorry, I clap a lot when I'm really excited. Yesterday, I was thinking about, because I totally messed up on the not doing a giveaway at 100 subs, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do one at 200, and I'm trying to figure out maybe what I should give away. Should I do cash? Should I do a gift? I don't know, but I really want to show some love. live. No, I just heard it again. She was back from it. It's coming and going. It's probably her energy. Okay, well, I just won't get close. No, Leticia, I sent it to, not to you. Yeah, but I will, though. I'm going to send it to you so that you have it for later. One more second while I be rude. Oh, yeah. I'll be quiet. Close to the camera. Y'all think I'm loud. You should meet my mom. She's the same way. And so is my dad, though, too. Oh, my dog has come to say hello. Here's the real star. Okay, that's cute. Thank you for licking me. Give me 1 second. Violet Rose. Violet. Okay. Really, ma'am. Seriously, though. You licking my elbow, though? Really? Really? Okay, I see you, Pumpkin. Just give me 1 second. Coin! Quit being such a corn dog. I'm trying to send out one more link here. Oh boy. What are you doing, Violet? Why are you shaking, Gopi? What's wrong, Coin? Coin. You're such a cute corn dog. Why are you shaking? Alright. Hopefully I did that right, Leticia. Let me know if you got that email. There goes the food thing for the cat. That's why she's shaking. Alright. I'm back in the chat. Back in the chat. I wish I could figure out how to minimize this. I'm too afraid to press buttons. Too afraid to press buttons, and then I have you all disappear on me. Oh, okay, that works out good. Well, I get smarter every time I go live. Right up here, I got big kidneys up here, people. Big kidneys. I want one of those shirts. Yeah, you like my shirt? I have them not in. I always put the link to it in the description. I'll do that when this finishes. If you have Instagram, you're more than welcome to any of you. Follow me on Instagram at Life of Kimberly, and all of my links are usually in there. My public eBay store, I put in there. Oh, yes. Violet must say hello. Crane. Oh, I think Destiny just popped in. Girl! I see you. I see you. You're a real friend.
So I had to hook up my other laptop over here. So if I look over here, sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
Welcome. Can everybody see me?
I can see your beautiful face.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, the Shamrock Pixie, my Irish twin, Destiny. Yes, and Todd, every time I hear her name or see her name, I think of you saying it. Thanks a lot. I might have to take that blue wrench away from you. God, no, I'm just kidding. His little DS blah, 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 whatever you do.
I'd have the camera over on this laptop instead of sprued across my desk onto my working laptop. But our basement wall is really gross, so I don't like that. So,
well, I'm glad that I got you on here and got it figured out. About time.
Yeah, so when I did my live the other night, oh my God, it was freezing so bad because my laptop that I was using is really old. It's like 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, something like that. and it can't handle YouTube videos. So yeah, I was very sad.
I know that you were saying that your man was trying to fix yours up. You're not buffering like the last time, which is
yeah. I know when we did that.
It was hard to understand when we were doing that, when we were trying to do when you were teaching me. I see that Anna has come to say hello, or Anna. I don't know if you want me to call you Anna or Anna. I really apologize if I butcher people's names. I'm terrible.
I'm horrible too.
Oh, like some of them.
Well, you know who? What is her name? Confidence. What is her name?
Oh, I know. I can't remember what her other part is. I can't remember either. I know you're talking about though.
Yeah, I was trying to read her name in chat when I was live the other night, and I was like, yeah, I am so sorry. I'm just gonna call you Confidence.
Hard. People butcher mine. I mean, y'all have heard some of them. People have called me horseradish and horish. Like, this is not that type of show, people. We're covered here. We're covered. No whorish tendencies going on here. That would be Colfax, and for anybody who's ever been in Denver, they know exactly what I'm talking about. That would be where you would go stand on the corner and make some money.
Yeah, good thing.
That ain't here. I'm making money by selling stuff.
Yeah, we're doing it the legal way, not the illegal way.
Yeah. My Jiminy Cricket's too large to be doing anything illegal.
Right. Now, did Leticia,
yeah, I don't know if I know she says she has to do something with her hubby. I did send it to her.
she hasn't received it
in time. She made me cry yesterday.
Why? How is that?
Not
send me her email. I'll see if I can send it to her. I don't know if I can. Nope, I can't. Shoot.
Well,
now, did you copied and the top link, right? And you emailed it to her?
Let me see if it got sent.
Oh, there she is.
I'm right here.
You see her? Is she real? Is she? Oh, hi. She made me cry yesterday.
Oh, hi.
Send me her email.
I see her, but we're getting kind of an echo here.
Did you pause your live chat? No, did you copy?
I think this is probably her first time doing this too, so
okay.
I thought it was perfect that we do this so that we kind of get used to it, because I really enjoy having other people come into, especially the live working shows. I don't mind being a blabbermouth, but I run out of things to say, and I don't seem to get a whole lot of work done if I'm always by myself. So I'm glad for you ladies to be here.
It feels good to be with you.
Hi,
at
Leticia.
Least online. Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you good. Is this your first time trying to do it like this, Leticia?
Yes, it is. I had to download the app.
Oh, are you streaming from your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have any sound on my laptop.
Oh.
No.
You were to plug in earbuds or something?
I tried doing that yesterday, and I took it out of the laptop because it wasn't working, and it just didn't work after that.
Well, at least we know we can get it this way. You just might not be able to watch the chat, but that's all right. I got the chat up on the side.
Well, I'm sure I can see it on the laptop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can do that.
I see it on the laptop.
Good.
Okay.
Good. I forgot how delayed YouTube is.
Hardcore bad sometimes. For sure.
Yeah, so Tommy put more RAM into my work laptop. didn't help, made things worse. So,
boy, might be time for an upgrade.
that he was looking at laptops this morning.
Yeah, I got a let's see, I'm pretty sure it was a display model one, and it didn't come with a power cord or something, but it was way less than it would have been normal price. And I didn't go and get anything crazy fancy. I don't really need it yet, but for now I needed all I definitely wanted was to be able to have enough space, because obviously I run, my businesses off of here, and for a long time I did it right off my phone, which was fine, but it got really confusing, especially because you can't really copy and paste very well listing from your phone.
No. I haven't tried to do any of that on my phone because, well, yeah, I'm still learning my phone 6 months later.
Yeah, I just got this one for Christmas. It's a Samsung S9. The picture on it is amazing. It's really kind of pretty fancy for me. This is the only downfall of this phone to any people out there with long nails, or ladies, or men.
I don't have long nails.
My nails are they grow so fast. I literally cut these, I think, 2 weeks ago. I don't know why. They've always been that way. They grow super quick. But this phone has I don't know if you can see, it's not quite flat. It has a bubbled screen to it. And so I have to touch, when I try to touch the sides of it, I have to touch with the weird part of my finger, because my nail is...
Do you have the fingerprint scanner on yours where you can unlock your phone?
I didn't put that up on this one. Just I have before, but my son likes to use my phone sometimes, so I haven't put it up. But I need to probably, security-wise, do something, because...
Yeah, my other phone, I have a play phone that I play my games and stuff on, so I'm not clogging up the work phone.
Mm.
And somehow my children have figured out how to bypass my fingerprint.
Aren't they little smart turds, man? My kids are that same way in trying to figure out things, or knowing things even before I could.
There are times where I'm like, here, take this, figure it out for me, and then teach me.
Yeah, I literally had to have my daughter try to help me figure out how to get the ads to stop going up on my screen. Ads kept popping up when I was trying to get into my phone. And she's like, Mom, you need to do this. It's one of your apps. It was Solitaire is what was making ads pop up.
Yeah, I don't play Solitaire. I play those little games where you match the colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Items.
Candy Crush or something. The Solitaire was...
It's kind of like Candy Crush, but it's not Candy Crush. I don't like Candy Crush.
Yeah, I have a serious issue of not being able to stop myself when I play games. So I just don't, because I get addicted to it and then I can't stop playing. I'll have to show you guys our collection of, in one of my videos, the collection of games from systems I've had since I was a kid. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I never got really super into PlayStation. I used to have a PlayStation 1, but the amount of games we have, I think we almost have all of the Nintendo 64 games. And that was from when I, was a kid, but I don't try to get to play them, because like I said, I'll stay up all night playing it. I'm that bad about it. I will play all night until I finish it, or I'm the same way with a book. And I do like to read, though. I will read. I will stay up all night and finish the entire book.
Yeah, I'm guilty of the book thing, too.
Oh, gosh.
Or TV series.
Yeah, I just finished... Well, I haven't read a book in a few weeks, but I finished Girl, Wash Your Face. To all the ladies,
excuse me for a minute.
Read that book, for real. It's amazing. I keep messing with my hair, I notice here. I straightened it for once. That won't happen very often.
My hair is frizzing. I haven't washed it.
Yeah. Screen here.
I'm gonna try and just see you without putting my glasses on.
I think your glasses are so cute, though.
I know, but I'm tired of wearing them.
Do you?
I wish I had some contacts.
Close?
Excuse me?
Do you have to wear them because you can't? Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
I am farsighted.
So you have to. You can't see close. Right? Isn't that right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I see blurry right now. Okay.
I am here. I just have to sort plates.
Sort plates.
They're collector plates.
Cool.
What kind are they?
Just animal plates. If I don't break them, trying to get them out of the box.
Yeah, don't break them.
I just drafted for Tommy 10 like duck plates, different types of ducks, duck breeds.
Really?
Yeah, and now I am doing. Oh, these are pretty. That's the gypsy moth. I didn't even. You probably even saw that. How did you know that?
Because the gypsy moth,
Oh, they're beautiful.
they're all bright and colorful. You'll know when you see it.
Well, actually, it's two peacocks in the shape of a
gypsy moth.
gypsy moth.
Because that's exactly their pattern.
Yes, they are.
No one's seen like.
And it comes with, like the ones that I did this morning, came with the certificate of authenticity. And it seems that these have that too.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are really pretty.
Yeah, I don't even. So the duck plates that I drafted today, they came from a friend of ours that was cleaning out his mom's house after she passed. And I don't collect ducks. I have ducks, but I don't collect ducks. And so, I don't like styrofoam. But this one's called Enchanted Wings. And it's number 2616A and a limited edition. But it doesn't say, the Bradford Exchange.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what that means.
Those are good.
They make a lot of good collectible type of things.
It says collection, which is produced on hard fire porcelain in an edition limited to a maximum of 95 firing days and crafted to the exacting standards of the Bradford Exchange. This plate is officially listed for trading on the Bradford Exchange. Now, I need to go to Bradford Exchange and find out what that means.
Yeah, it's I've seen that company a couple of times, but they make some good, nice collectibles. I haven't seen that particular plate though.
Now I want to see what the other ones look like.
Yeah, those are cool. Really pretty. I haven't seen that one, and I've looked at a lot of plates.
We got it for $0.75.
Oh, great deal. That's
It was
great.
90% off. No. Where did we get these? Oh, no, we didn't pay anything for these. That's right.
Sweet is even better. I was going to list. This is what I'm going to list today. I've had it for a while. It was up in my window. I got it like 6 months ago. No, probably longer than that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the Goodwill near me did this whole thing where it was if you got 12 items, that they would mark your whole thing off 50%. And so I went and picked up a whole bunch of things, and I just thought it was kind of pretty. I don't know if you can see the little rainbowy effect it has, but maybe not.
Pretty darn cool.
Kind of looking. I don't think it's glass right here, so I doubt it. I mean, it might be vintage, but I definitely know it's not super old.
Oh, this plate is number 7 in the set. The first one I showed you. This one is number 4 in the set. It is called Amethyst Allure.
Oh, wow.
And it's plate number 4614A. I don't even know if I'm showing that right. Whoops.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I was just noticing there's a weird smell coming from the holes of my lion here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I might have to actually wash it before I try to list it. Because I've learned my lesson on trying to take pictures of something and then wash it off. Well, that's no good. No good.
Just notice that the certificates of authenticity are not with the right plates. I'm hoping I have them all.
Yeah. Because those definitely add value when you have those certificates like that.
Yep, so this one goes with it. That's good. But the plate that I just showed you, the second plate I showed, wasn't the right certificate.
I see Anita has popped into the chat. Hello, Anita. Anita
Hello,
is
Anita.
y'all, because she was the first person to pop into my chat when I went live for the first time. So she's my first in that sense. She was there for my first live.
Now maybe you guys can tell me. This one's called Sapphire Splendor. It is the second in the collection, and it's plate 411A. Does that mean that it's like worth more because it's
Earlier in it, you mean?
You
yeah?
can Google it.
Yeah, I would definitely Google it. But so if there's 90 firing days on most of those, that doesn't necessarily mean that there was a certain. Is there a limit on it? Does it say a limit?
It just says limited edition.
Because really, just how many they made is the biggest thing about a lot of those plates. You know, if they didn't make as many, then of course the value goes up. And then the sooner ones, the earlier ones, are always a little bit more valuable.
Yeah, I don't know anything about these, so
Yeah,
it's
definitely you're careful with the Bradford Exchange because that's a good company. Has lots of good collectibles. I've done well. That and like the Danbury Mint is another one that I really like. If I see it and it's in good condition, then I'll usually grab whatever it is if it's for the right price, of course.
Yeah, we got these also, I believe, from the same person because I know Tommy wouldn't have spent this much on plates.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. It has a styrofoam with it.
Emerald entrance.
I told myself when I first opened my store that I was never going to put up stuff that was breakable. And that's like all I ever do. Stuff that's breakable. I can't
This
help
one's
it.
called Emerald Elegance.
That's pretty.
And it's 9549B. And it's the first in this issue, in this Enchanted Wings issue. So I gotta look up to find out.
Yeah, I'd look every one of them up for sure. Visual.
Yeah, 'cause if I can get more money as a set, then shoot. I do. Says set of 8.
Set of 8? Ooh, that's good now.
Yeah. Ooh. This one's called Jasper Fantasy. Yep. That's And this is number 6.
That one's pretty. Good colors in it.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I thought this was more duck plates.
There's a lot of people who collect duck stuff, though, and rooster stuff.
That's trippy. Ooh, 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 did it right? Ha, ha, ha.
I like your ETK chains. Are you all up in my store, Todd? In my public store, Todd? Yeah, I got those. I'm like you. I like keychains because they're small. I don't come across them like you do, but I was commenting to Todd. He said, I like your ET keychains. I have 2 ET keychains listed. I think I need to maybe take a closer picture of it because they've been sitting there for a lot longer than I thought they would sit there for. So I might have to retake that picture. It was in a different setup, different phone I was using, different lights before I came across the ones that I use now. I need to up my lighting game for videos.
Yeah, Tommy's still working on mine. This one's called Ruby Radiance. It's number 8 in the set.
Radiant. Let me look it up.
It's the Enchanted Wings edition.
So pretty, so pretty.
And I found the correct or the certificate of authenticity.
That's good. They were just all mixed up.
Yeah, just the 2 so far. I still have 2 left to pull out. I mean, it's got all the paperwork and stuff with it too. That's weird.
What is it called again?
It's called Enchanted Wings by
Enchanted Wings.
Olgi.
Spell it out.
OLEG.
E-G.
Last name is GAVRILOV.
Man, I wish the sun was out. Makes me sad when I don't see the
Me
sun.
too. It's cloudy over here too.
I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
We got the month of May.
Yeah, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? YouTube friends,
My
YouTube
girl.
friends.
I saw Jewels of Nature Enchanted Wings plate. Lena Lou, number 1, butterfly floral Bradford exchange on eBay for $34.99. But it's not the one that you have. And
No.
there's another one that looks like yours, and they have it pre-owned for $16. But I'm still looking.
Rosie said that
Oh, there's one that looks just like hers, and it's $27.99 or best offer, free shipping.
great price. Rosie in the chat is saying that she sees those on eBay 25 to 28 each, free shipping. There was a set of 8 that sold at an auction for 100 plus shipping. So maybe you might want to do them all separate. If you have 8 of them and they're each pulling in 25 to 28.
Maybe she can
free shipping.
put them as a lot too.
Yeah, I'll
Put
have.
them in a lot.
This one's called Lapis
Lapis.
Here. It's number 5 in the set. Like, I don't know. These
I'll
are just.
check it.
If I collected stuff like this, I would still keep it. Oops.
Let me
If I can
see.
get it to be unblurry. There we go.
Those are so pretty. Like the peacock thing is cool that it's a butterfly and then has the 2 peacocks.
Yeah, it's trippy.
That's neat. Neat. I like it. I'm not a plate collector, me personally, but I know there's a lot of plate collectors out there.
Yeah, so now I gotta go through after this, clean them up, get the prices off of them, because they had them for $75
Oh, that reminds me.
a piece.
I know that you, the other day, Destiny, when we were doing our Google Hangout, not live, when you were trying to help me, I know that you mentioned your little heat gun thing
Yes.
that you and Tommy got. Will you do me a favor and look at it and tell me if there's a warning on it about pacemakers? Or somebody, if anybody will. That'd be awesome, because I really want to get one, but I'm not going to go buy it if I can't have it.
All right, let me
You
find the
wanted
box.
a pacemaker, you said?
Yeah, because that would be close. Like, a lot of things are within 2 feet or 6 feet or whatever it is. And they
Yeah.
will state a warning on it. And I have to be mindful of those things. I want to go get one because I need to find even more ways to be more efficient with my time management. And I'm spending way too much time, honestly, trying to take certain labels off, and I'm getting into Amazon, so I really need things to be perfect. You know, it's different, like for eBay, but Amazon is not going to be farting around with none of that. So
Okay, it doesn't say anything about that, but
Okay.
I will show you the name of it. It's an embossing tool. Can you see it?
Heat tool.
It doesn't say anything about anything like that. Just says a lightweight and durable heat source for embossing, which I'm not even sure what that is. Removing paint, forming plastic, remelting adhesives, and warming up craft foam. No more scoring, wrapping, or over embossing.
What is it called again?
It's a embossing heat tool.
it's like a craft tool. I used to have one.
Embossing mini tool?
Yeah, we use it to remove our
Embossing
labels.
mini tool.
Yeah, I think that it's brilliant. Really, it makes sense to use.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, I can give you the
Mini
model number.
embossing hammer.
Yeah, if
What
it
is
doesn't
it
work
for?
on it, then I should be all right. I try to be mindful of those things, and I always forget about it. My man is way better about checking things. Like, he even looked up my laptop because there's certain laptops I can't use. So, within a certain range. He's better about looking up stuff than I am. It's hard to have to be mindful of that when you
I
haven't
look up everything because nobody helps me here. So I'm always going on Google and looking for stuff or
Google.
looking it up on eBay and wherever else I can find it.
Right.
It
You can
does
go to
say it's
Facebook and
not intended for industrial use. That's about.
Yeah, I usually will say it, but
Rosie's right, $25 to $28, free shipping.
Wow. Okay, so
For $100 plus shipping.
I got one more here, but I wanted to check. I didn't see anything, Kim.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you looking.
Do research, because
I will. I mean, it's like I can't use welding guns or certain heat sources, so that's why I was wondering if it was on there. And that doesn't, just because it's not on there doesn't mean that it's not the case.
Right, exactly.
I'm sure the heat part, I can't use a back heater or a warming blanket or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to have my man take all the labels off if I use that. Put them to work.
All right, and here's the last one of the plates. It's the third in the series, and it's called Jade Treasures. That's actually kind of a neat name. But yeah. Exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are pretty. I like listing things I like to look at.
Well, I listed those duck plates so quick this morning. I went to grab the last one, or went to grab more, and I was already on the last one. So I'm like, really? I'm like, that was so unfair.
Yeah, I haven't listed squat yet today.
I think I'm gonna write down the numbers on the outside of the styrofoam. When I figure out where my marker, here it is.
Wait. I'm finally taking pictures of my little fish dude so I can get him up and listed. He makes me want to, well, I can't wait for summer or the weather to be nice because I really like fishing a lot. I like it a lot. And camping and just being outside.
Yeah, we have -degree weather right now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is now here, but it was really cold this morning. It's cold enough to where my Subi was having a hard time even starting up, and that has never happened.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. My man's, I know, the expedition or explorer expedition. Yeah. I always call her Pearl because she's like, well, a pearl color, but I think of Pearl as in Janis Joplin's nickname was Pearl, and also SpongeBob in SpongeBob. Pearl is the big whale in that show, and his car is a big whale. It's huge.
So the plate is called Emerald. $19 plus shipping. There's one with the authentication paper.
I got some glareage all up in my pictures. What's going on here?
I like to listen to music when I'm listing and stuff.
Yeah, me too. It's usually I have my earphones or something on, but I didn't want to have those on today because then I would be just listening to that and not listening to y'all. I wish we could
know and sing along.
I wish we could play music all the time. It stinks.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how those people like play the copyrighted music on their channels.
Well, even and then making the like karaoke or making a video and putting the lyrics down. I don't know how they're doing that and not.
Well, you can do karaoke tracks as long as the original artist's voice is not in the song or the karaoke track, and you add your own twist to the lyrics. Like you sing it differently than the actual artist. At least that's what we found on YouTube. But I sing, just not in front of the camera.
Yeah, we know we gotta get you to get a few shots in you.
Tommy recorded me the other night singing a song that he wanted me to learn.
Yeah.
I was like, you put that on YouTube, I'm going to put the video I have of you being silly.
Be like, boy, you sleeping on the couch for like a month.
He's a stinker.
Yeah, he's funny. I enjoyed all the great information your son was giving this morning on the Kelly and Tom show, or Tommy and Kelly.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's Kelly and Tommy show.
Yeah, he's so cute. He was so excited talking all about those stick bugs, and I couldn't help but smile because we have a few stick bugs that come and make us a little, I don't know, they're here from spring until the end of summer. And they live like in my garden, and I am always taking pictures of him because he travels across my yard into my rose bush. And so I catch him walking along.
Now, I have never in my life seen a stick bug until the day my son decided we went to the library, and my son got a book on walking sticks.
5 minutes later, we have billions of them.
Yeah, literally. We ended up with all our screens on our front porch were covered in walking sticks.
What? It was like it was meant to be. I like bugs. Well,
I didn't know much about them, so I was a little nervous that they were going to come in the house and destroy our house.
yeah, well, they're pretty vicious. Don't they like eat the heads off of the females?
No, that's a praying mantis.
Oh, right.
And he wants one of those, but I do too.
Yeah, they're cool too. They're really weird looking. Could you imagine having a long neck like that and some big old bulgy eyes?
The camera's right there, honey.
Oh, I thought it was right there. Oh, well, anyways, praying mantises are also known,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, tell me about praying mantises because I like them.
Yeah, in China, they're considered good luck. And so the Chinese people, they go and they give them as gifts and that stuff.
Oh, interesting. When I went to Panama when I was in middle school, I went to Panama for a trip. And the stick bugs there are like this.
Yeah, they're huge. They're almost 20 inches. Yeah.
Wow.
They're called the Brazilian walking stick. I'm not sure why. I don't think it's located. Oh, wait. Am I not facing the right way?
Right, that one.
All right, dude.
There you go.
Oh, you're so handsome. We like to see your face.
Yeah, I was facing this way.
That's okay.
He will take over your live.
Hey, that's all right. That is all right.
You only have him, Destiny?
I like to take pictures of bugs. I don't necessarily like to touch bugs, but I like to take pictures of bugs. I take pictures of grasshoppers and really creepy looking spiders when I can find them and butterflies.
I make them take out the spiders in the house when I see them.
Yeah,
Are you the spider killer?
I don't kill them.
I'm the spider screamer. Like I'll be up on the chair screaming. Oh!
And so
I think we have Gary Sprinkler Repair joined us. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday.
that's a cute dog you have.
And she gets a lot of praying mantis there. They are good luck, she says.
I found that out on the internet. It's a magical word.
Go on, Pumpkin, lay down.
Here, hold up.
I know you're cute.
Destiny,
Yes.
is he the only one you have?
No, I have a 11-year-old daughter as well, but she's upstairs. Well, he's supposed to be doing schoolwork. He's got a project he's supposed to do. But of course, he gets excited anytime any of us go live, and he really, really gets excited when Hip Flip and Mama comes on live.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my Lord! So
That's cool. Come on.
Who cannot love Hip Lip and Mama? We all do.
Yeah, she's awesome.
so he was supposed to be doing chores.
Yes, she is.
And I came upstairs because I had to check on our daughter. And so I had the phone on with Tommy and Mama on. And the second he heard her voice, he's like, "Is she on? Is she on?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was down them stairs. I'm like,
We'll have to next week try to
She can
plan
adopt him.
after school and have my son come on because he is almost 8 and he loves to talk too.
We'll set them
Wow.
up with their own
Like mama.
live.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well,
Sorry.
he's getting a channel. We just have to. He's got his first video. It just needs a
You
little
got
bit of
right on, dude. What is your channel gonna be about? Bugs?
everything. Anything he can
Slime?
talk
Are you gonna do
about.
slime? I think that's what Todd's our daughter Caroline.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if he's still in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that was what he was saying was her first video was slime.
You see what Rosie said?
Oh.
Or Rosie's Closet said?
Yeah, we get a lot of praying mantises this year, and yes, we are good.
Rosie, did you hear about the slumber party tomorrow? I also need to find Rebecca.
Yeah, we're having a slumber party.
Yeah, it's girls hangout. No beards allowed. Well,
Oh.
Have you seen the show Tootsie?
I technically don't have a beard,
no.
so I can do it.
It's a
Oh,
cartoon.
yeah.
It was like a TV, a movie or something from like the 80s.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah, Tommy said he's going to dress up like Tootsie and come join the slumber party.
You have to be able to, if there's a man in any of them,
That is so funny.
you better be wearing some heels or ready to wear a face mask.
I may not be able to join the slumber party.
Why not? Not even for a little bit?
I'm going to see what I can do, but it's the first weekend in a very, very long time that Tommy and I will not have the children with us. So we are
girls
going
in
on a date
particular in the summer party. Hey! Oh,
Yeah, so we're going on a date.
I'll have all my grandchildren here too.
And we're
They'll
going
be running around everywhere.
Yeah, we're going on a sourcing date.
oh,
And it's our anniversary.
yay! Well, that's cool. I'm sure that will.
Yeah, you deserve
It's
you
going to be
deserve
like
that day.
my time, so it's still pretty early for me, but
You guys want to hear how we figured out how long we've been together?
how?
Facebook memories.
Oh.
Because neither one of us could remember how many years ago that we started dating. Like we couldn't remember what our year was for dating, and because it feels like we've been together forever and ever and ever. Yeah, and so that's how we ended up remembering how many years we've been together, and yeah.
Well, if it wasn't for Facebook, how would you remember, right?
Yeah, it's the only
Put
thing.
on a calendar.
What was
Rosie
that?
said Rosie said that her son is 11. You have any other? Just the one, Rosie? She's
Jasmine will
Me
get him
too,
out of it.
Rosie. I have my family on Saturdays, but it doesn't matter.
oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can't. It's like I always talk about. I can't go live
Just
when I
drop
have
in and
to
say
run
hi.
around, but, you know, it is what it is. We all do have lives and kids,
Yeah,
so it's no big deal,
no big deal. We're all family.
right?
Yep.
Air sprinkler.
Rosie's
Just
closet.
one for me,
link it out
Rosie
there.
says.
Go ahead.
So cute. Have you? I was watching a plush video of Rosie's. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know why I like watching those videos. Alma does them too. My thrifted escape.
Yeah, Alma.
Yeah, I love her. Every time I come across a plushie, I always think of her and her. Isn't this one so cute? Oh, he's so cute. Like I want to hug her.
Like the Minnie Mouse reminded what was it, Flippin' Hustler, about Alma. Did you see that one?
I'm not sure. I've seen so many.
I know, right?
Okay.
I
But I love Alma.
yeah, she's nice.
It's getting to the point where I'm starting to confuse everybody's content.
Right? Yeah, there's a lot of people. I try really hard to support all the people for sure that, support me. And just really, I think knowledge is power, and you can learn quite a lot even, from people just starting, because they're going to be up to date on the latest and greatest in the sense of, how things are to sign up or whatever it is that they're doing. So I don't mind, watching people with smaller stores or larger stores. Or Rosie says she loves it. She can't help buying plush. Girl, it's crazy how much money is in plush toys, smaller, well, and larger, just any type of teddy bears and all that. I can't even know how much money is in it. Especially because you can go to the bins, you can get them for really pretty inexpensive, and yeah, they're easy to ship. They're easy to take photos of. I like plushies. Plush. It's not like my favorite thing to list.
But I bought them for me.
Yeah, I know you're in your haul, Leticia, you were talking about some of the stuff you got and you were putting up in your Poshmark store, right?
Some in my Posh, some in eBay, and some in Mercari.
I have not tried Mercari yet. Are you on Mercari?
Try it. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
They take 10% from your earnings.
Anybody else in the chat? Are you guys all on Mercari? Yay or nay? Yay or nay on the Mercari? Anita's asking, who's having a slumber party?
We are.
Hip flipping mama. We're going to do a girls slumber party. I'm not sure for sure if it's gonna all be live or exactly, but it's a girls. We're gonna do a girls hangout. Kelly says it's no bra zone, but y'all, I'm wearing my bra. Just saying. It's cold here, okay? So tomorrow, I think, didn't she say, what was it, Leticia? 8. No, wait, so it's 6 my time, which is not.
It'll be 8 my time.
8 your
Central time.
Central? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be 7 mine then. Right? I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
She'll send us a link.
Girls up in there. Yes, on Mercari. Check out my new video for curtsy. Is that a curtsy?
Curtsy. I've seen it, Rosie.
What's that, Rosie?
I saw it this morning. But I think you need an iPhone to sell your products. Right?
Yeah, I'm guessing
Anita?
an app or something. Don't forget my invite. Oh, yeah, tomorrow. I think Mama said, Anita, to email her with your email address. And she usually has no issue putting out her email out there, but I'm not going to do that in my video unless she was here. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll get it buggered out. Yes, it's only for the iPhone. How's the fees on it? I've never even heard of it.
I haven't heard it since this morning, since she came on and she was talking about it. Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
La, 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 la. I was jamming out some 80s music this morning while cleaning my kitchen. I love me some good 80s music. Weren't you talking about 80s yesterday, Anita? Mercer, or not Anita, Leticia. See, I'm getting everybody all mixed up. Having internet connection problems. Oh, I think we may have lost her. That's right. Is she still here? She's frozen, I think. Oh. I don't like to wear these earbuds. I have really small, like, holes right here for my ears. And I can never keep these in my ears. I usually just wear my Treks. I love my Treks, but then I won't ever be able to hear anybody.
I had to weigh these bad boys.
Oh, I think we just lost Leticia. Maybe she'll try to come back in.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same link, so.
Finally got 10 listings done. Woohoo! Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. My goal was to have 300 back up in my public store, and by Sunday I wanted to have 200 and back up to 250 by Wednesday. I'm just a few shy of that, but I need to get back in the higher numbers because I really need that store to be ramped back up.
Alicia said, sorry, having internet connection problems.
Yeah, that silly internet. That's right. She hops on again. The queue. Like we'll see.
Okay, so I weighed these bad boys for all 8 plates with the styrofoam and everything. Came up to 7 pounds, 4 ounces.
You weighed them all together?
Yeah, I weighed them, yeah. And then one plate alone was 14 ounces.
Yeah, so if you were to do them individual, they'd each for sure be over.
Yeah, and I like to take my little notes so that I know.
Yeah, that's good.
So, and I tried to look them up, and there's only one set of 8. I found what they were talking about in the chat. That was $100. There was 2 bids, and it was $18.50 shipping, I think it says. And the rest of them are either 1 plate or 2 plates, and holy cow. So now I'm just
So what are you going to do? You're going to put them all together, or are you going to separate them?
I don't know. I'm going to have to find out from Tommy. Oops. Shoot.
You better watch your potty mouth.
Sorry.
You're all right.
My bad. Sorry.
Those shows are for after dark.
I was trying to be quiet, but I wasn't sure if you guys heard me say it or not.
I throw out the S-bomb sometimes. Not F-bomb in here.
I try,
the poo word.
yeah, I try to substitute those words.
Yeah, I try to be creative too. I say shapoopy.
I say peas and carrots sometimes.
Yeah, I say cheese and rice. Cheese and rice.
Yeah, I substitute with those words with vegetables.
Broccoli. You asparagus.
Oh, Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. I had bacon wrapped asparagus last night. It is one of my favorite ways to eat asparagus.
Yeah.
So,
I used to like asparagus, but now I don't know if it's because of the season or what the deal is, but it's like I'm eating straw.
Yeah. I think it could be the season, but because I know that some of them, if they look a little kind of wilted, they're a little more stringy, which is why I really like to wrap them in bacon. Like you take the bacon and slice it the long way a couple times so that the bacon's thinner, and then just spiral it around the asparagus and put it in the oven. Here I set it for 400 for it's like 20 to 22 minutes, but we have, we're high up in the elevation, so it might that might not be a good temperature for everybody else. My kids really like it. I think it's really good. A key to really wrapping anything as bacon is having that,
So
the rack. There we go. Having a rack underneath, or else it gets all soggy and funky.
that means when we move out west, I have to learn how to cook all over again.
You just have to take in consideration that the elevation does matter and using your oven. So yeah. But really, I think every oven just in general is kind of different.
Yeah, we have a new wave.
Oh, dude, my son has one of those. He loves it.
Yeah, we have a new wave and some type of convection oven thing, and we have a deep fryer, and yeah, the deep fryer is probably not healthy for us, but
I have an air fryer. I haven't quite figured out exactly how to use it too well, but I see Leticia's beautiful face again.
well, welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Anita in the chat is
happened.
asking, what platforms do you use for selling? I'm not like everybody else with 50 million, but I do eBay. I have 2 eBays. One is the one that I talk about a lot. Don't ask me about another one. And Amazon, and then I do local sales a lot, like through Facebook Marketplace or just local in general. Garage sales sometimes. I think garage sales are a lot of work. So when I do a garage sale, what I like to do is, I know somebody who does garage sales a lot, so I will, because they have a better area, a better spot. I'll load the back up of my car up and go and bring my stuff to where they are, because they're off a main road. I live kind of on a dead-end street, and so the only people that come down my street are people who think that the street goes through. But
Yeah, we had that issue yesterday. We didn't realize that the street we turned on was not a through street. It used to be, but then they closed it off. Not
Rebecca's
sure why.
here. Hello, Rebecca. Hello. Were your ears ringing?
Hello, Rebecca.
I was speaking of you. And this and that has showed up. Hello, welcome, thank you.
Hello, this and that.
Is the first time in one of my lives. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. You can call me Kimberly, by the way. This and that. I know my name is kind of confusing sometimes. We're on a first name basis all up in here. Oh.
What? It takes water longer to boil here with no humidity, so you have to change the way you cook too for that.
Oh, that's not good.
That means no easy cooking.
I'll just use a Swedish log.
How far out west are you trying to move to?
Nevada area. So
That's pretty west.
yeah, we went to Las Vegas back in July last year, at the beginning of July, before we realized that eBay Open was at the end of July. But we went out there. We went through Denver, Colorado, and you're gonna laugh. I swear I'm not an airhead. I just wasn't sure. So, because I don't know all the histories of towns and stuff like that, but I do know that some towns are named after certain people. Well, Tommy's cousin is John Denver. And we were going through Denver, Colorado, and I asked him if they named Denver, Colorado after his cousin. Because I had no idea.
That's not an airhead kind of moment. I mean, you didn't know.
So he was like, he looked at me, and we were just coming into the mountains at that point, from Denver into the mountains, and he's like, thank God we were coming to a stop anyway. I wasn't sure what was going on. I think there was like a truck fire or something like that on the side of the road. And he looks at me. He's like, "Really? Did you really just say that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Denver has been around way longer than my cousin." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah, sometimes. It's cool. I like it here. I've lived in a couple other states. Like I lived in Kansas. I was born in California. I was little when I lived there. I did go back almost every summer for growing up through my childhood because my family all was from there and they still lived there, grandparents and the extension. And then they moved to Oregon. So now if we go visit, we go to Oregon. But I like Colorado. I remember even as a teenager, I was like, I hate this place. I want to move. I lived in the mountains and I wanted to just see my friends. And it took, 45 minutes to get to town. And I didn't want nothing to do with that. I definitely wish now as an adult, I would have appreciated that a lot more because it was beautiful, and like my parents' house was huge and my area was the basement area, which was partial sunk in, but it was like 400 or something square feet that I basically had to myself as a kid. And all my other siblings lived on other levels. So I always wanted to just not be there. And I can't even believe that I didn't just enjoy how beautiful it was. Like there was a hot tub room right off. Like the access was through the basement area, but 3 out of the 4 walls was all glass in this hot tub room. Like all I ever wanted to do was leave. I should have enjoyed that. Because now that I have a pacemaker, I can't go in a stinking hot tub for longer than 5 minutes. Apparently it melts your pacemaker, I guess. Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah. I think Tommy would be so depressed if he couldn't get into a hot tub when he wanted to.
Yeah. You guys have a hot tub or?
No, we go to Wisconsin Dells for that stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. My man's like that. He wants us to get a hot tub, and my dad has a hot tub that he's trying to get moved out of his backyard, but we don't plan on living where we're at very much longer. Of course we just rent here. So we have to make sure that leases are up, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that by April, so we probably will sign again. But I told him I don't want to bring the hot tub here, number one, because I can only sit in it for like 2 minutes, but do all that effort in moving it and taking the chance of it cracking or breaking or something, and then moving it again, 6 months or a year later, because that is a big move to move hot tubs. But we'll do it eventually, just so he can
have his hot tub.
Yeah, have it. I don't know. Do whatever he wants to do. Man, I don't know what he does.
I don't mind hot tubs. I just can't sit them for long periods of time.
Yeah, me either.
I just get overheated too quickly, and then my kidneys start to hurt, and so I just sit in it for as long as I can, and then go from there.
All right. This one says you can't even get 400 feet in New York for less than 4,000. You were lucky. Yeah, that's crazy. Rent here is getting a little ridiculous, but it's still not as bad as some of the other places. Our place now is, I don't know, 1,000. I mean, it's not very big, but it's like 1,400, maybe 200 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The 2 bathrooms thing is really what is amazing, is because my last place we lived, we only had the 1 bathroom. And now that I have a teenager and then a 7-year-old, like my son has just discovered showers. And he is obsessed with taking a shower. He like loves it. He goes in there with freaking goggles on. Dude, he's so cute. He's got goggles on. I'm trying really hard because he's 7 and he was taking baths and stuff forever, and he's of age where he's got to kind of do his own thing now and stuff like that, but he gets confused with the water turning part, so I have to run in there and help him like start it or sometimes turn it off. But he's just so funny when he realizes how independent he can be and doing things on his own, and that he doesn't need mommy anymore. I mean, I wish that he would always need me. I tease him. I tell him, what, just so you know, when you get married someday and you have a wife, mommy's still going to come, and I'm going to tuck you into bed every night, and I'm going to give you a smooch, and I'm going to sing to you, and then I'm going to fluff your pillow. That's what I'm going to do. Even when he's in his 30s, 40s, 50s, if I'm still alive, I'm going to come tuck him in every night. He's funny because he doesn't, he's at that age where he doesn't want me to give him smooches or like, don't do it in front of my friends. He always wipes it off. I'm all, here's the deal, kid. Either you're going to let me smooch you, give you a little kiss on the cheek or your forehead when you go to school, or I'm going to really slobber all over you, and then you're going to be embarrassed.
Joey's over here going, ew.
Did your mom give you smooches, Joey?
No.
In front of everybody? All your friends?
I don't think so. Not that I
No,
remember.
he's not embarrassing?
Yeah, I remember it happening once. I'm like,
Girl, I do not know her.
You're going to rip that out of the
that's why I didn't go too
computer.
far.
Careful.
Ooh, Christy said she made a sale listening to us, getting ready for the day. Wasn't sure if it was I don't know what cha-ching. Yeah, cha-ching. That is like a great sound. Cha-ching. I'm not
that
chicken,
sound.
but I need to be. Listen, I have to real fast, ladies. So y'all talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna pee really quick. I know. I'm like, hey, y'all, I gotta go potty. Yay! After. Ooh.
Can you get your president's
Okay.
report?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's too funny. I can hear through these.
Okay, but you need to get your president's
All right.
report done. So his report is he has to figure out or find all the presidents we had, put them in order, and how many terms they served, plus one good thing and one bad thing that happened during the time they were in office. That's his homework for today. And he's procrastinating.
What? Is that why they're always funny?
Do your work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
So now I gotta figure out what is going on with my computer. I unsubscribed to that. That's on my other one. What homeschool program? We use Khan's Academy for the computer part of it, and then the other portion of, because they don't get a lot of, like, they have like half a day where they're on the computer, and then the other half of the day they're doing paperwork or writing or giving a presentation. So it's kind of a mixture of our own way of homeschooling and Khan's Academy. And Khan's Academy is really awesome because you can start them in like preschool and go all the way up into college courses.
I gotta use the bathroom.
We'll go to the bathroom.
You just told me to sit down. I'm like,
So yeah, and Jaslyn, she's 11, and she's actually learning shipping as part of her homeschooling. So she actually has to look for the item, match the item with the item numbers, and then she has to weigh it and figure out which packing she's going to do. And then she's got to figure out the computer part of it. But Tommy's like right there when she messes with the computer part of it because he doesn't want it messed up. But he makes her do pretty much everything else. And the other day she had pulled orders, and Tommy didn't tell her that there was one order that had two of the same item for the one order, and he wanted to see if she would catch that or not, and she did. So it was pretty impressive. I don't know if I would have looked at it, if I would have been able to tell about, you know, there was two or not in the item. Usually he writes it down for me because I'm not even sure how to read the order sometimes. So, and
That's funny,
yep.
Rosie.
Yeah, we do math at the thrift store too, and they also Joseph gets a phone with him so that he can look items up, and then he has to figure out the percentage of profit that we can make off the item. And so that is what his job is when we go to the thrift store. And once Jasmine gets to his age, which he's 12, going to be 13, then she'll take over and do that, and she'll learn that part.
That's cool. That's cool that you're teaching them. That's what I'm sort of trying to do with my kids. Especially when you're talking about, you know, taking them out to the thrift store and letting them do math. I have my kids, you know, pay for their thing. I'll give them, if I have cash, you know, and they want something or whatever it is, I'll give them the cash, and they got to sort of figure it out. Like, I wish that they would teach the basics to life in school. They don't do that anymore. They don't.
No, they don't.
You know, it's in my kids' school, they don't even have music anymore, and I can't believe that. That makes my heart sad.
Yeah.
That
They removed music from your school or from your kids' school?
Well, so my kids go to a charter school, but right, so it's all about funding, and the school is very academic. You know, my daughter is it'll be beneficial to them because of you know, I can't go into all kinds of details about their school because I don't necessarily want the whole world to know where they go to school at, but
right. And I would
really
want
good thing that because of the school they're going to is a really good school and has won a lot of awards for being much higher than the public schools academically, but it also comes at a cost. It means that they don't have music and, you know, art, and they do gym, I think, half of the year, which drives me nuts. I think every school should have gym 30 to 60 minutes, every kid, every day, you know?
Yeah.
It's required. But
yeah, our school switched it from it being mandatory, like a requirement for graduation to participate in Phi-Ed, to it being an elective my senior year. Right. And I didn't know how to handle that.
Moved to Oklahoma. I guess I need to read the chat. Were you guys paying attention to the chat when I was paying? Oh,
yes and no.
It's all good.
I was talking
to Destiny and working.
I thought I was going to break that.
Moved to Oklahoma from Cali and wasn't having the change of school. Where did you live in Cali? Maybe you told me this before, but I'm just curious. I think we maybe talked about this. Maybe not. I know I've talked about living in California. I was born really close to Disneyland, so I always wonder if that's why I'm so obsessed with that place. I want so bad, and one of the reasons I resell is not only because it's much easier for me to sort of work on my own schedule with some of the medical problems that I have. I don't talk about all of them. I know I mentioned pacemaker a lot, but I have fibromyalgia and some other ones, or some other things. And so it's just easier for me. And I figure if I can be a stay-at-home mom and be the one to go, you know, on all the field trips and all that, and that's what I'm going to do. A lot of that, you know, I wasn't pushing hard until more recent on some of the financial type of aspects of bills, you know, when it came to eBaying and reselling. So my man is a lot of the reason that I was able to do that, you know, and then sort of dabble into reselling, and which is cool because it wasn't like I was desperate. You know, people talk about or ask, can you just quit your job, you know, and go 100% into eBay? And you could, but to survive financially, the likelihood of that happening is like slim to none, because especially if you're just starting, you know, it takes time to hit that first. You only get 10 listings, right? Isn't that what it is? It's been a while. I can't remember if that's still what it is, but you only get allotted, you know, the ability to list 10 and so on and so forth. So no, I don't think that you could ever just quit your job and expect to, without having some save up, you know, some money saved up, and be able to survive as the you know, breadwinner just solely through eBay. Now, maybe if you do other platforms or even selling locally, because obviously local is then quick money. Well, that's if you turn it around that quick, but I am trying much harder though now these days to be able to, I guess, state as it being a full-time job. So, but what, you know, I want to be able to have that extra income to go to Disneyland or to do things that are on my bucket list. I want to go to Ireland. That's on my bucket list, to go to Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Like, my grandparents went and kissed the Blarney Stone, and supposedly that's why we have some crazy luck, but always good luck in the end. Like, some crazy stuff might happen through the process, but it always works out in the end. I'm a firm believer that if you just be a good person, good things will eventually happen. You know, that's my thing. Good things will come back to you, hopefully. Right? But yeah, going to Disneyland. I want to take my kids to Disney World. That would be so cool to do. I literally wanted to be a Disney princess growing up. I think probably a lot of people did, but I was all set on being Ariel. Gonna be her.
My grandfather helped build Disney World down in Orlando, Florida.
Right, we were talking about that sort of.
Because I was born in Florida. I was born in West Palm Beach. And so I never got a chance while being down there to be able to go. Mm-hmm. Because we ended up moving up here to Wisconsin before we had the chance to even go. So I was like almost 11 when we moved up here. And so I did go to Busch Gardens, which is really close to Disneyland. And that was, or no, I'm sorry, SeaWorld, which is really close to where the, I don't know, Epcot Center is, the big silver golf ball thing. So that was my grandfather's main project, but he worked on other parts of Disney World as well. And so I got to see that, and that was pretty cool because I knew that was one of his main projects that he worked on when he helped build it. And so people thought I was crazy because I had to go over and touch it. And yeah, I almost got in trouble for that because I was like 7. So Disneyland, now that's the one that's in California, right?
Yeah, it's in LA or Anaheim.
California.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not sure where that one's located. I don't know if I would go to that one. But like 95% of my family worked at Disney or Universal Studios in Florida. So, So anytime I want to go, we can.
That's cool.
But I'm kind of not interested in going to it anymore since I already saw the big silver golf, what I call the big silver golf ball.
Well, the cost of going to some of these, I mean, what is the going rate of going to Disneyland or Disney World now per day? Like, Some of
It's
that
like,
kills me how much it costs, but
yeah, I don't remember what.
Have y'all been to Knott's Berry Farm?
OMG. Yeah,
Knott's Berry Farm?
I'm obsessed with Knott's Berry Farm jelly.
Oh, I love Knott's Berry Farm.
There as a kid. Yeah, they have the log
Yeah,
ride.
me too.
I don't know if they still have it, but I like in Denver they have Elitch Gardens, or I don't know, Six Flags, Elitch Gardens, and then they have Lakeside. And I like Lakeside because it's been around for a lot longer, and it has one of the oldest like wooden roller coasters. It's like 100 years old or something like that. But it's way cheaper. We're talking like an eighth of the price. And when you go there, you can ride a whole bunch of, it's almost romantic, walking around and having all this like lit up places in the pond. And yeah, it's kind of cheese and maybe not the cleanest always, but they used to do big performances there many moons ago, many moons. And so I just always imagine those ladies in those like big, poofy out dresses with their little umbrellas, riding along the train in their gloves. Like, it's a cool place. So Knott's Berry Farm reminds me of that kind of thing because it, isn't as big as Disney World, but or Disneyland, but it's amazing. It's been around a long time. Cool place.
What about the Wax Museum in Hollywood?
I have not been there. That I don't know if I could do that. Things staring at me.
Take your kids one day.
Might not be. Is it cool? I don't know. It sounds, to be honest, sounds a little freaky. I might have serious anxiety issues going into a place like that. For the same reason, like I don't pick up dolls a lot when reselling.
Oh.
Because they kind of freak me out.
But it freaks me out to have a mannequin in my room.
Right?
At night.
I have a head. That's all.
So I have to cover her up.
Yeah, she's always watching. Always watching.
She's always watching me when I'm sleeping.
Think Bakerville area, just small town. Oh, Central Cali is what Christy says. All right, cool. I don't know all of Cali real well, but I know I know more southern than the middle. My great-grandma, who's 101, used to live in Big Bear, which is Northern California. She's 101, and everybody's been asking me if I'm going to go to eBay Open, and probably not. I don't know. I've been on the fence about it because July is usually when we plan a trip, and I want to go back to Oregon and see my great-grandma and the kids to see their great-great-grandma because she's 101. We're not going to be able to do that a whole lot more. eBay Open will be around for some time. So I don't know. It would be hard to do 2 trips in 1 month for sure.
Thrifty Christy says, I'm just thinking, is she haunted? LOL, stayed in a room at a friend's place and the dolls moved.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure it was haunted.
Used to be $50 a person. Oh, for tickets? Yeah, probably, right? Thinking haunted. So one of my favorite rides, well, 2 of my favorite rides at Disneyland were always the Haunted Mansion and whatever the Pirates one is. Yo, pirate's life for me. Yo. I used to always have to write It's a Small World. That song is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to do it because it will be stuck in my head all day. The song to that, right?
We were watching this program about that particular ride at Disney World, and supposedly they used real human bones in some of the displays.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I would ask my grandfather, but he has passed. He passed away a few years ago. And if I would have watched that documentary back then, I would have so asked him because he knew so much stuff about that place. It was scary.
Yeah, that would. I just made a mark on my board. I'm pretty sure one of my animals maybe walked up here again because I tried to get a piece of, I don't know what it was, off my little whiteboard, and instead I just smeared a mark in it. I need to figure out a different setup. I wish I had my own office or whatever, and I would just set everything up in there, but I need to figure out a different.
Left me a message on my video.
Rosie. Oh, Shapoopy. No dolls for me. Only stuffed animals. Yeah, I'm with you, girl. I can't do it. Like, I've never even watched the movie Chucky because that doll is just a little too much for me.
Chucky, oh my god.
I can't do it. Oh, and movies with kids that are creepy. I just can't do it.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah, oh my goodness! You know what's funny that you
that
said
one
that?
too.
That's what I literally will say when one of my kids have all their little friends around. I'm like, oh, got all the children of the corn here.
So we moved up here in 1990. Okay, and in Florida, you don't see cornfields. And yeah, so I watched that movie once before we moved up here, I believe it was. And so when we moved up here, all I saw were rows and rows of cornfields.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just say when we first moved here, I wanted to move back to Florida real quick. And then they came out with the movie Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, that ruined it for me.
Oh.
That's what I always thought of when I first moved to Kansas, was the Jeepers Creepers movie.
Yeah, I don't know which one was more scary, the first one or the second one. And now they have a third one.
I like scary movies. I think
the first one.
I don't like to watch them necessarily by myself. And my man, I love him. I'm sure he'll watch us at some point. Maybe he's watching now. Hey! He's always like, babe, let's watch a movie. I want to watch a movie. I'm like, all right, cool. And he'll want to watch, I don't know. Now he's not so bad about saying he wants to watch certain movies because he falls asleep like through the credits. Like, yeah, let's watch a scary movie. And then passed out. I'm all left alone watching this freaked out movie. The reason I like scary movies, but I have wicked dreams every night. I've always been like that. I've always been a dreamer. They're really vivid. I am well aware that they are not real when I'm in my dreams, but sometimes when they're crazy, I have to wake myself up a bunch of times, and then it's lack of sleep because I've now woke myself up a few times. I don't know. Does that say something about a person if they dream or don't dream? I thought, according to when I was in college and I took a couple psychology courses, and they were talking about how, you dream in certain states, like the deep sleep is the only time that you dream, and it's what REM or whatever it is stage. And it's really not for very long usually, but people feel like it is for a really long time. I don't know, maybe there's some proof. We got some pretty smart people up in our chat.
Yeah, actually, there is.
Did you see what Rosie said?
Yeah, I was just kind of comment on that. The movie Chucky is about a girl named Robert, and he is in Vegas. And Zach, what the heck is his last name? There's a museum that just opened like within the last few years. Ow, 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 ow. Hold on. Sorry. Ow. Hey, that's my thigh, and your nails do not feel good in that, honey. Okay. But ow. She scratched the crud out of my thigh. That hurt. But yeah, he was from one of those paranormal TV shows, and yeah, he opened up a haunted museum or something like that over in Vegas. And can I have hugs? Can I have hugs? And so, oh, he's in a okay, so now he's in a museum in Florida. Well, they said, what show was I saying that he was at? The one in Vegas.
Ooh, in
What
Florida.
is that? Okay, you gotta get down. But don't climb up on my legs. That hurts.
My cat does that. She'll jump up on me, put her claws in. And she's a little heavier. Her nickname's Sumo. We call her Sumo, Sandra. She's a little tubby, but she does this thing where she'll jump up and then she'll just dig her nails right in, like all sumo wrestler style. And she won't move. Like, she's got her claws so deep in you. She's over here on the ground by the heater.
Okay, so I just did my draft for the Enchanted Wings plates.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried figuring out math for it. Now, if I sell them all together at the $28 or $27.99 price, it would be $223.92.
Okay.
Plus calculated shipping, just because.
Yeah, I mean,
I there for a minute. But if I sell them individually, it's $231.84, something like that.
So it'll be better to sell them in a lot.
I mean, yeah, you always try it in a lot, and if it doesn't work out, then break it up. That's what I do sometimes on things if it's not working out. You know, and I'm
different options.
Pricing it high and either, putting it on sale or something, or at least the first time around pricing it high, and you can always move it down,
Yeah. So
I'd try them in a lot if that's what you could get. It's less hassle, less, individual boxing for you. And if it doesn't sell after a certain time, then break it up. Sometimes I'll break things up just to fill my store, but it depends on what it is,
All right.
What do you normally, is this something that you have listed before?
I've never, not these type of plates. Like when I did the duck plates earlier.
I mean, there's 8 of them, so I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, when I did the duck plates earlier, there was none that were in the same family or anything like that. So
8 is the number I usually am looking for if I want to get a set for dishes, dinnerware, or whatever you want to call it. For my own personal use, I always look for 8. Right now, I'm having plate issues. Ooh, I should show you all my plates. Maybe one of y'all have one in your store. Give me 1 second. I chipped my favorite plates. It broke. Oh, but where is it? Where is it? Oh Lord, multiply me, mercy. I always have Janis Joplin stuck in my head. She's my spirit animal. Oh. All right, so these are the plates that I have. I found them in Goodwill quite a few years back. I have always hunted for them again. They're a slice of life. I know that I could go and find them They're really expensive though. And I'd rather try to find a couple more because I'm down to 2 that are unbroken. This one just broke the other day. But each one of them is a cool, different picture.
That is neat.
Right? I love them. And then I have, so I usually do my 4 that are like this. That's what I was doing. And then I have these cobalt blue plates as my other 4. But that's only because I can't find enough of these. I wanted to get 8 individual ones of these. But if anybody has one or comes across one, hit me up because I'd be willing to buy them off you. Or go to your eBay store. Slice of Life. They're black and white. They're cool. I love them. I love them so much. They're amazing. But I'm sad. It's chipped. And it will be only a few more times before it just, you know, cracks all the way through and is done. Once you get that first chip, like, you're kind of screwed. I've looked for them for a long time through the thrift stores, but no luck. No luck. I need to go visit my new store today. I was going to go yesterday because she was supposed to pull me out any more of the Pendleton jackets, which I can't find that one pattern. What did I do with that I got the other day? I showed in my haul. So I don't know what I'm going to price that jacket at, but
I am listening.
oh, you're good.
Me too. I'm looking up. I'm trying to look it up on eBay. Slice of Life.
So, Leticia, you think this is way better than just trying to talk to ourselves?
Oh, yeah. I can listen to you if I don't want to talk, and I can listen to Destiny at the same time, so it works perfect.
Good.
While I'm working.
Really glad to be able to try to do this. I think you're just so sweet, and I get it. The things that you were talking about, you know, always trying to talk to yourself in the video, and
oh my God.
it is. I've talked a lot of times about how it's
what size plate is it? Is it a 222 fifth slice of life? You said it's black and white?
Yeah, they're all usually
Paris
black, white, or black
with the Eiffel Tower?
It's not a salad plate, you know, it's the
dinner plates?
Yeah, dinner plate.
Okay, it's they have on eBay for it's like $49.99. Buy it now
For that?
plus $8 shipping.
That's not bad at all. Are they individual or like are they just all the same picture?
Let me look at your plate again.
Why you want to look at my plate? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm looking it up.
It's chipped.
Okay.
You'll see it.
One by itself for $35.99.
Yeah, I
buy
ain't
it now,
paying.
$8.99.
I'll go get some plates from the dollar store before I go spend $40 on a plate.
Yeah.
But that's just like I'm frugal. We'll eat off paper plates before I go spend $40 on one plate. I'm gonna check out the chat here real quick.
Yeah, they're talking about haunted stuff.
Yeah.
I want to go to the haunted museum in Vegas as well. I also want to check out as many ghost towns as possible out there.
Oh, that is cool. I did that
Ooh.
with my family when I think it was a teenager. We went on a road trip and literally checked out all these ghost towns and old jails. And it was so cool. I was obsessed with it. I got all these books and I started learning about all these people that, you know, went to prison for life. Like there's this one lady who was killing people with apple or some type of pie. She would bake pies and somebody started, you know, they would bake pies and set them in the windows and somebody was stealing her pies. So she started poisoning the pies that
Ouch.
putting in her windows, and it was killing people. So but ghost towns are really cool. I don't know why. I've always had a thing for it. For as long as I can remember.
My one grandpa that passed away, let's see, I've had 3 grandfathers pass away in the last few years. My second grandfather that passed away, he, after we moved up to Wisconsin, him and my grandma would go and travel out west all the time. And he would come back during the summer, like they would spend their summers with us. And he would tell us about all these different places that they went that winter or the winter before. And they always had to do with ghosts, ghost towns, and very weird places. Like him and my grandfather was a lot taller than my grandmother, and he said that they went to this one place where my grandma stood on a rock and he stood on a rock, and the rocks were even, but when they stood on those rocks across from each other, my grandmother was taller than he was. And I wish to this day that I could remember what that place was called.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, the Stanley Hotel is here in Colorado, and that place is amazing. Anybody ever traveling through and they get the chance to go to Estes Park, you should, because it is, especially if you're into the haunted type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The hotel in general is amazing. It's beautiful in Estes Park. It really is. But that hotel gives me the creeps.
Because there's somebody that was elected called James Madison.
Okay, do
What
your
kind of laptops are you all using to be live? I'm using my Android phone for now.
Yeah, I have I don't know, ASUS, whatever that is. It's cheap. It's nothing really fancy. I know that I could go live off my phone, but I use my phone so much. So for a working live, it wouldn't be good. My cat is passed out. You can almost not even see her. She's right here. Kitty, kitty.
I see
Oh,
her.
the dog comes. I was not talking to
She
you.
matches the couch.
Yeah, I don't know if I had my animals on my brain when we got this couch, because if you notice, my dog matches the tan pillow, and the cat is white, black, and gray, which is what the couch is.
1998 isn't vintage, is it?
What?
What is it?
1998 is not vintage, is it?
No, not quite.
1998?
Well,
For plate-wise, yeah.
years, 21, I don't know. You know,
They say that it is.
Yeah, if it's 20, almost. My mom used to tease me about, so she had my family had that consignment shop, and I worked there, gosh, what was that? Well, my daughter was pretty little, so she was like preschool age and even younger when they first got it, but sorry, I just got distracted. And I spaced out on what I was saying. What was I just talking about, people? I saw a car go through our little circle, and I was like, wait, what? What are you doing? What you doing? I'm sure I'll remember. I'm sure.
Yeah, sorry, I was listening, but I was trying to think out of my head, and
You saw good. You saw good.
my papers everywhere.
It obviously wasn't important, whatever the heck I was trying to remember or talking about.
I think it has something to do with your daughter.
For a moment.
Oh my.
Everything here in Vegas is haunted. Lots of hotels, museums, especially the dam.
Yeah. When we went to Vegas last year, it was a very interesting experience for us. And so, I don't know. I'm hoping to go again before we move out there.
A long time.
Before we move out there, we're hoping to go again, but we will see. We might just end up saying,
Buzzy Buzz. Is that your phone, Leticia?
Yeah. It was my daughter calling.
You're popular today, my dear. I hear your phone blow.
My son called earlier to want me to babysit at 3:00.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to message him right now.
I'm overlisting these or trying to take pictures of these.
Be careful.
Little cans.
Okay.
Wait. Get in there.
oops.
Hope everybody in the chat is listing away or just hanging out and listening to us. That's cool too.
Yeah, I'm going to do a live one of these. Well, not this weekend, but soon. And anybody who's got some pretty awesome ghost stories that's happened to them, bring them on. I want to hear them.
Yeah, I saw you put up something for St. Patty's Day the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it at 7:00 my time, Central Time, because Tommy said then by then it'll be everybody will have eaten and are ready to relax and start drinking. And I'm like, okay, but most people who celebrate St. Patrick's Day are drunk by 5:00 in the morning.
Unless you're me and you don't drink. But true story.
I don't drink either, but well, not often. Usually only when I have a kidney stone that's really, really bothering me. But not much of a drinker either. And we're both Irish, go figure.
I know. I can't say that I don't ever. There's the rare occasion, but I've had some, I don't know, weird experience. So I went, I'm pretty sure it's been quite many moons ago. I went downtown for St. Patty's Day and I drank a whole bunch of pear beers, these fruity type of beers that end up showing up a lot on St. Patty's Day through, the bars down Denver. Well, so I have a few drinks and I decide to go and meet some of my friends a couple blocks away. So I'm walking across the street and all of a sudden out of, just around this alley, out of this corner comes this guy dressed in a giant beer can, a Budweiser beer can, and he apparently cannot see through his costume and he plows straight into me and I flatten on the ground and he flattens on the ground and I stand up and I'm in the middle of Denver looking at this guy who's like this in the middle of the street dressed in a giant beer can.
That is great.
Yeah, it was odd.
You guys have Hoo Hut or Mongolian Grill down in Denver?
Hoo Hut.
Okay. So when we went last year, we were going to go there to eat. Crazy downtown. I had to take a Benadryl just to relax because I couldn't handle it. It was too many people in a too small of area, and it was bad. We ended up not eating there. Nope.
Are you not a fan of Are you a little claustrophobic? I'm kind of like that.
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I have a people phobia.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I used to not be that bad about being like that. I mean, at one time or another, I wanted to always be a social butterfly, you know, and doing every single thing. But it's like on big events or big holidays, you know, or New Year's and people go out. I usually am more of a homebody and we just like stay here because I'd rather not deal without all the crazies on the road necessarily, and it's way more cost effective. It's not that we don't ever go do anything, but I just
Same with us. I mean, we go and me and Tommy and the kids do stuff. Me and Tommy will go and do stuff, even though it's been a very long time since we have done anything together without having the kids constantly there. So we found a babysitter. So that was a big victory all on its own.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
date nights are important. I think every relationship needs a date night. You know?
Yeah, I think the last date night we had was when we were in Vegas, and we were so stressed out because of the person that we ended up going down there with. And so half of our date night was like ruined because of her. And so we're hoping that this weekend makes up.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Sure.
Well, be safe, Thrifty Christy. Thank you for stopping.
Yeah, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you, and we will catch up soon. Have a wonderful day, Christy.
Rosie's Closet's like, stay off the strip then, Destiny. True story. So, as I was saying, we had our date night. So half the night, we were like just really like not enjoying our date. Mm-hmm. And I actually didn't have that much problems walking down the strip. And I don't know if that's because of Fat Tuesday rum. I didn't realize how strong they were, and I wasn't feeling nothing. And it was good.
Yeah, Vegas was the only place last time I went to Vegas was quite a long time ago, but I think I was 22 or 3. But that was the earliest I had ever had a drink before, was in Vegas. I had a pina colada.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we used to drive through Vegas a lot because we'd go to California. So Vegas wasn't really anything too exciting for me. I think it's because I just saw it so many times. But it's been so long that I'd be willing to go back. My man has never been to Vegas. So.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Tommy, I mean, the trip was pretty fun for the most part. Mm-hmm. And because I hadn't been past the Mississippi River that far, past the Mississippi River. And so it was fun, even with all the craziness that was going on with it. But the thing is I wasn't like Vegas to me didn't seem as crowded as Denver. Honestly. I felt Denver, Colorado was more crowded than Vegas.
It is. I think it's like downtown just because how close everything kind of is. And Vegas has that sort of openness of the surroundings. But I live sort of on the outskirts of Denver. Like there's places where there's bigger properties that aren't too far off from where I live that have farm animals. So I'm not in the heart of Denver. I'm a little bit off of it.
Yeah, you know, and it was weird too because I don't
like going to downtown. I don't.
It took me like 12 hours for my ears to adjust once we got into the mountains. Mm-hmm. And so I was like super plugged up and I couldn't hear anything, which really isn't any different than any other time, but I could actually feel the pressure in my ears when we got up into the mountains. And then when I adjusted to it, like I could breathe and I could
I'm gonna have to go, y'all.
All right. Well, thank you.
See
Yeah,
you.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
So I mean, and it was so pretty. Like I liked the fact that I could stare out and see miles and miles and miles once we got into what was it, Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Utah? I know I get all those states confused over there.
Yeah, they kind of sort of look
Yeah,
similar.
because they kind of blend in. I mean, there was mountains and stuff, but then when you would go through, like when we were leaving, what was it, Colorado to go into Utah? I think that's what it was. The way we took, it was crazy because I was seeing like so far past. Then my eyes were like freaking out. It was crazy cool, but it was yeah, it was trippy. And then the Colorado fires that they had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy thought we were going to have to drive through that, and so he was preparing all of us for that.
Yeah, those are no joke, man. Those fires jump. They happen like every year, but there are years that have been worse than others. When we lived in the mountains, we were always having to kind of be on alert.
Yep.
There's a few times where we had to pack our bags. My mom's like, you need to pack one box, and bring the things that you love the most because that's it.
Yep, that's all you get a chance to grab or whatever it is. I know, it was weird. So as we'll see you later, Rosie. Good luck at the Bends.
Bye, Rosie. Thanks for coming, Rosie. You are awesome, girl.
I just happened to turn and see that you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was sitting in picture mode here, and I get kind of one tracked.
Yeah, I'm going through and writing down all the information in the draft for Tommy, and then I'm gonna go in and take like all the stickers off and stuff like that. But I want to get this part of it done first, just because it's faster.
Yeah, I'm drafting. Well, sort of drafting. The picture part of drafting.
Yeah.
I can just smash them out. I need to schedule a bunch of listings is what I should do, but I guess I'm not super busy this weekend, so.
But yeah, we were. It was a little scary because we thought we were going to have to drive through the fires. So Tommy was telling us, all the stuff we needed to do to prepare just in case that happened. And we were like, okay.
Yeah, that's no joke. It really, some of the fires get a little crazy.
Yeah, but we didn't have to worry so much where we were at because we could see the flames or like the smoke in the distance, but we weren't anywhere near where the actual fire was.
Yeah, they'll close. I mean, if they're really bad, they'll close down the roads, and not a lot of people will even get close to them. But they can jump miles. Some of those.
Yeah, that was weird because like we were watching the news, and these people were talking about how they were on the lake or something like that. And all of a sudden, they just watched it jump over the lake, like a section of the lake, and start on the other side of the lake. I was like, and I guess, I don't know, what is it, a river? Like, I don't know. It was just, wasn't that big of the lake, and all of a sudden it was on the other side, they said. And I was like, what in the world? Yeah, that's a little crazy for me.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's the one thing we do have is fires. We get blizzards, not every year though. And in some areas there's supposedly earthquakes and stuff, but it's just a little small rumble if anybody does. And then tornadoes is more east. That doesn't really they do come and hit Denver, but they're never really strong enough to do much damage unless you're standing outside or you live in a trailer but they're usually right on the outskirts of Denver where it starts to get really bad. Hail though is nuts here sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah, it's crazy how much hail can come down sometimes.
Wow.
I think, when I lived in Kansas in Tornado Alley, those storms were wicked. It's weird how different the storms are from here compared to just one state over. Like here in Colorado, when there's a storm and you have all kinds of lightning and thunder, like you see the lightning and you're just bracing yourself for the thunder because it's going to be loud, like, and shake some stuff. But in Kansas, there's not a lot of rumble, not a lot of noise, but it's like flashing every 2 seconds. You cannot live in a place and not have some type of blinds or curtains up because of how bright. I mean, it's like somebody's taking pictures of you constantly with how much flashing. When I first went to Kansas and I saw my first real storm in person, I kept doing the like flinch thing, waiting for it to go boom like it does here, because it hits and it shakes sometimes.
So Rebecca said, how does that even happen going from one side of the lake to the other with the water in the way? Because of the embers of the flames will travel and that's what they call jumping, I guess.
Go miles, it could restart. And when it's so dry, all it takes is it's sad that a lot of these fires start from somebody flicking their cigarette out of a window or not putting out their fire when they start one, go camping. And they have those warnings and they will tell you when to start one or not to start one. But people don't listen. It's tragic.
Yeah, and because it was so dry when we went, fireworks were banned. Fireworks. Yeah. So it was our first time we ever went without seeing some type of firework for 4th of July, because it was around the time that we went. Mm-hmm. And it was trippy. Like there's like the LED signs like every 2 miles or something like that, maybe every 5 miles, 3 to 5 miles, and it will say, warning, fire alert, and what was the other one? Firework. What is the one? Was it numbers or colors that they do on those signs out there
for the bands? Well, that depends, but they do have, like, for the fire ones, they'll do colors, or they have the little, whatever is bear, the little fire bear dude on a sign, and they'll do the color for the bear. They might have both, but
yeah, because we kept seeing like zone 1, zone 2 colors, something. I don't know. I was getting confused with it all, but what I'm always curious, what states has a burn season? Like Kansas has a burn season where all the pastures get. Mm-hmm. Wisconsin, you can burn all year round unless it is super dry here, which doesn't happen very often, but you can burn all year round. We have winter fires all the time here.
Yeah, here it's, I don't know, there's really, honestly, it seems more in the past few years that they never have a time that you could, like, lighting off fireworks is almost always pretty much illegal. It's weird though, because if you're in unincorporated areas, you're allowed to do things, which is literally just houses down from me. So they were allowed to like light fireworks off, but I'm not. And we only live a few houses away. But we don't have, during the, July in Colorado, it's pretty much if you're in the mountains, you go camping up there, you're not going to probably be able to have a fire. It'd be in the earlier season of that. And to even get up to higher places, you can't do that until, May, June, because the roads have to be melted enough for you to go high up. But those are the times, basically when the water's higher. So either times of when the snow's melting or when the weather again turns back in the fall and we're getting downpours. Because we have kind of 2 parts of the year that have a lot of storms, 2 kind of storm seasons, and that's right at the end of winter and then again right at kind of the beginning, fall time.
Some for Minnesota you can burn unless there's a burn ban. Yeah, Wisconsin's the same way. Same way we have where it's dangerous to burn, and even the trains when they go down the tracks because they go fast, it'll send sparks and start fires. We've had
that's crazy. Fires. I remember, Amelia, when I first moved to Kansas and seeing them doing the burning, like the on-purpose burning of parts of the, farmland, and they what don't they do that to be able to regrow whatever their vegetables or something like that, but also to tame that down. I know that's why they do it here, is they'll purposely light stuff on fire to prevent it from, spreading. The biggest thing in the mountains is you need to thin out the trees if you have property up there, or make sure to not have them really, really close. But I know in Kansas we'd see during certain times of the year, smoke going up in the air, and I was always curious, so I'd maybe sometimes or a lot of times we'd go check out to, see what it is. And they were burning part of the land. Yeah, to kill brush. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was weird when I first saw it. So I'm sure that it could be a tourist attraction, because it's kind of a strange thing to really see. Most people, you see fire and you freak out, but they do it on purpose.
Yeah, we had a truck fire last year that freaked us out.
Yeah, those brush fires will go quick when they're not.
We had a truck fire in our driveway.
Oh, a truck?
Our truck. It caught on fire last year.
Yikes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, we're not sure what caused it.
Yeah, had to have the fire department here, and it was trippy.
That would be crazy. I've had some weird things happen to me, but no, not that one.
Yeah, it was trippy. And Jaslyn was supposed to be folding clothes, because that's one of her chores.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't want to fold clothes, so she was procrastinating all day. And it was weird too, because I looked at the truck because he had it plugged in because it was really, really, really cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's not going to start a fire, is it? Because I just kept getting this feeling that the truck was going to start on fire. I just had this feeling. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, are you sure? And Tommy's like, yeah. Well, a couple hours later, the whole front end of our truck was up in flames.
Wow.
I was like, maybe you should have went and checked it.
I'm guessing it was it toast after that?
No, we're driving her around now to this day.
What? It survived?
She runs better now after the fire than before the fire.
It was loosening up some things. Funny.
It was weird.
It just gave her life.
But yeah, so what ended up happening was Jaslyn was once again procrastinating on doing her chore of folding laundry, and she spun around over by the dining room table, which has our big bay window.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the truck, and you see the driveway, you can see the neighbor's house. We had a camper right next to the truck, and she starts screaming bloody murder, and I thought that because of her spinning, that she had slammed her foot that she had surgery on into the chair, because it was just this blood curling scream. And so I thought she broke her foot. I rush over by her to see if she's okay, and she's pointing, and I look up, and our whole bay window is just lit up from the light of the fire.
Wow. That sounds scary.
Yep. And I'm just like, oh, yay. So I run to the steps because Tommy's downstairs, and I'm yelling, your truck's on fire. And yeah, he was able to go and put it out and the fire department said if it wasn't for his quick thinking, that it would have hit the tires, and we would have been in deep trouble then.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh boy. But yeah, he was all cool as a cucumber. I'm freaking out.
I would have been freaked out. I don't know. I surprise myself sometimes in thinking that I'm going to be, losing my mind and totally just not know how to handle something. But that mom part of me always kicks in every single time.
Yeah, see, my kids were in the house, and so I'm like yelling at them to get their coats and their shoes and stuff on, and there was no reason for it. Everything was fine, but I ended up having an asthma attack and a panic attack all at the same time.
Oh boy, that is
I'm like, this is just beautiful. I tell you,
that's not good.
Does anybody know where the Bradley exchange is at? It doesn't say. I'm trying to find where these are made.
I can't remember.
Oh, there is a. Really? There is this number that I'm looking for. The Bradix number. I didn't think it had it.
Amelia says, that is scary. When you said plugged in, it reminded me I have my heater plugged in outside on the water pipe. Yeah, watch that stuff. You just never know, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, if it wasn't for Jaslyn, messing around all day, we would have never known because we would have all been in the basement. And so it was crazy, that's for sure.
Oh, this is a mess. Trying to untangle a bunch of this jewelry.
Necklaces?
Yeah, which, I mean, this originally, what is left in this one was like a big bag of jewelry. So I've gotten it to go way down, and I avoided a lot, but it's kind of perfect timing to try to do this right now because I did my drafts, but I need to finish them on the laptop, and then I don't pay attention to the chat when I start doing that. So this is the perfect time to unravel this.
I love untangling necklaces and stuff like that. When Tommy and them go fishing and they get a snag in their line,
Oh, this is cute.
I always am untangling the fishing line instead of fishing.
Yeah, I'm fishing. I'm usually fishing, but I help the kids, and my daughter doesn't really need help anymore though with fishing.
Well,
my son just learned, so last year was his first full year of fishing. The year before that was in fishing as in him doing it on his own.
Yeah.
Because he's a little wild, but I took him out in the street the year before and just had him practice over and over and over and over. And he wanted to quit. He didn't want to do it anymore. He couldn't understand why it wouldn't go the right direction. And I'm like, you just got to whip it, bud.
Was it fishing line with a key? Was it fishing line and a key?
Yeah, well, it was one of the little push buttons. It wasn't like an open reel one, which is what I use. So it was just like a little tiny pull. And those are honestly kind of hard to whip all the way out. Like the longer the
right, but at the end of the fishing line, did you have a key?
Oh, yeah. I didn't put a hook on it then. Like I just left it just how it was so that he could practice. That's what he would do before. And then I would always just let him, reel my line in or whatever it is. But I've been fishing. Well, I really like fishing. That's the one part I do miss about Kansas is being able to fish.
Yeah. I had to teach Tommy
You had to teach Tommy how to fish?
I grew up in a household full of woodsmen.
Woodsman?
Hunter, fishing, or hunting, fishing, all that stuff. And so, yeah, I had to teach him some stuff.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
And I had to teach him the key and at the end of your line trick to do to check your line to make sure that it wasn't brittle. And also when he was learning how to cast.
Yeah, casting is really kind of the hardest.
In our front yard, well, it's kind of our neighbor's front yard. He drew the thing and got it caught up in the tree while he was trying to figure out if the line was good or not. It was funny. So it's still up in the tree.
Yeah, I've gotten my line definitely caught in some things over the years. Mostly when it's now out in the water, but between my kids, I've untangled quite a few lines. My man, he's very helpful when it comes to things like that. He's a mountain boy. Like he's very much his type of camping would to bring his little knife in his pocket and his army sleeping bag, and that would be it. He's like what's that guy, Bear Grylls. He could go out in the woods and survive for days and days and days and days with just a knife. He's crazy. I like it. He's a burly mountain man, furry beard. That's my kind of man. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Rebecca's asking, I think, about your plate. Actually. What is on the plate? The headquarters for Bradley Exchange is Niles, Illinois. You rock, girl.
Thank you. So that means it's a USA item, made in USA.
I couldn't remember. I know it's been a minute since I put one of those plates up. I haven't come across any really good plates in kind of a minute.
This is what they are, Rebecca. This one is Jasper Fantasy, and it's an Enchanted Wings collection. There's 8 plates, and I have all 8 plates, but this is what they are. So I'm just making sure that it's, I don't know if it was blurry or not. I'm sorry, but they're peacocks that are in the shape of a butterfly. And so I almost picked up 2 plates the other day when we went sourcing that were from a Native American set. But then I ended up not getting it because it wasn't the full set, and so it wasn't worth anything. But it was sad, but they were pretty, and I probably could have gotten them and just kept them and put them up on the wall. But with my wolf set or my wolf design upstairs, but we're planning on moving, and I'm trying really, 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 really hard not to buy more stuff so we don't move a whole lot more.
I hate moving. I just like it so much, but
yeah,
gotta do it sometimes, you know.
I hate moving, but at the same time, it's gonna be where it's warm, so we just gotta figure everything out here and then go from there. But we really needed lion's eyes.
I found this little teeny tiny itty bitty charm.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, right? Oh, that is cute.
It might have lion eyes. I can't tell. I couldn't tell you the colors because I have a secret. I'm shade colorblind. So I can't really tell you.
Colorblind. So what does that mean? You can't see certain shades, or you can't see certain colors? I am curious.
Okay, so I have a shade deficiency, which affects color shades. And so, like, for me, you know, I've learned to adapt pretty good. But there's, like, a lot of, like, when Tommy and I first got together, I didn't know I had this issue. And he used to, like, look at me funny because I would come out thinking that I was all dressed in black. And I'd have like 3 different dark colors on, a blue, a black, and yeah, they were all different shades.
You were the first person to point that out to you. Nobody else noticed.
Nobody else cared enough to notice. I
Well,
guess.
I guess it's like, I mean, maybe you just didn't know, right? You didn't know that you couldn't see.
I had no
So have
clue.
you ever tried those? I always watch those videos and they make me fall every time. But of the people who wear those cool glasses, like, would those work for you? You know, where they can see color better, or?
No, no, I don't think so. I should ask the eye doctor that. I don't think it'll help me, but because I haven't always been this way. So it's just as I'm getting older, I had damage, like one eye is worse than the other. And so, and it's because when I was younger, I got hit in the face with a metal pole. I think that's probably what happened.
That hurt.
Yeah. The neighbor kids were playing. I was real little. And I guess I got in the way. So, so I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure you just adapt, right?
And if we're going anywhere where it's like important, like we went to Ecom Chicago back in October, Tommy had to help me with my outfits because I couldn't see, like I couldn't tell the difference in shade. And so it's difficult. It really is to have that, but that's why when I do drafts, he always double checks the color to make sure that I got the right color.
Right.
So we managed to work as a team with that. So otherwise I'm like, what color is this? What color? He's like, I will just take care of the color part. I'm like, okay.
Look at this. So I don't know. I'm guessing this is leaf. Would you say leaf?
Yeah.
It's got sterling mark. I'm looking at it, but I've just found a sterling mark in here.
Oh, nice.
The way it's tarnished, like, was, you know, the reason I picked it up. It was in this bag, but it kind of caught my eye in comparison to the other ones. Because, like, this sounds very, I mean, it's obviously, you can hear it's very Claire's or something, you know.
Gypsy. It's gypsy.
Well, yeah, style, right? But I could just, I already knew I didn't need to check them. There's this. I don't know. This kind of looks maybe, I'll have to check the frame, the hello, Kim. Hello, brain fart 101. Oh, I'll have to check the chain. But here's one of those. This looks like, you know, those things that you give your mom or something, or grandma for.
Oh, yeah.
Day, you know, one for each kid. But I don't know. It kind of, I wish I knew more about jewelry. The best way to learn, right, is just to
do it.
You do the research.
I used to know so much more about jewelry. You know, I feel like the older I get, the worse my memory is. And I can't remember like all the technical words to it and stuff like that. Just like I used to know, I used to know so much about lilies, like the flower lilies.
Yeah, that happens to be my favorite flower, and my daughter's part of her name.
Which lily?
Stargazing lily, stargazer. I have a. Right, don't tell me you do too, because this whole twin thing freaks me out already.
That is my all-time favorite lily, is a stargazer lily, and I have 4 of them planted in my front yard.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're my favorite flower.
Yep, and yeah, I have 4 of them planted out front, and then I have 2 lemon lilies planted in between those.
Lilies. Are those what, yellow?
Yep.
There's so many different kinds.
Yep. Yeah, they're weird because they're not like your traditional lily, where, but the stargazer lily is actually very unique in the lily family. Because most of the lily families, they have the little bushy things that grow up at the bottom of it, and then the flowers actually grow up through it. Well, with stargazers, they don't do that. They just come up one stem and then branch off from there. And so I had to have a little bit of contrast in our in the front yard for our flowers and stuff, and needed character because I feel our front yard is a little blah. And we've been here for 5 years, 6 years, going on 6 years. And every year we have done like decoration in the front yard. And this past year we did not, because our pipes had to be replaced. And I didn't want to set up everything and
dig it all up again.
Yeah, because they were digging up 90% of our yard. And so they could pull the old pipes, put new ones in, and this and that. And so we didn't do it last year, and I'm not doing any more work on this house than I have to, so we can move.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's crazy.
I'm on the fence on whether I'm going to try to really. Each year, I try to make my garden just a little bit bigger, and it's a lot of work, but I love it. I think I'm going to try to do more of my, the little self-watering systems like I have for my tomato plants, so that I don't have to necessarily worry.
Well, that's one thing I can't do. I can't do gardens. And I like to be able to set everything up and just let it do its own thing. Mm-hmm. Because my children, I love them to death, but they don't give us a break during the summertime to be able to go outside and relax and do gardening and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Make them help you.
I would, but they're like extension spans are very minimal when it comes to that kind of stuff. They go outside and then they want to play. That's all they want to do. So I'm not going to force them to, help me, or I'll ask them, and the offer is always open for them to join me when I do plant and stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy. And besides, here too, you can't, when you plant something, you can't let it sit all year round. And I hate it, because you have to pack everything up when it starts to even hint to getting cold. And so, yeah. That's why I can't wait to move.
Yeah, the growing season here is really short, and so I usually have to start a lot of them inside, some of the seeds and stuff, unless it's the ones that just come back every year. But I really want to try. I have been trying to grow pumpkins for this will be 4th year, I think, now in a row.
Yeah. Pumpkins grow pretty good here, but you have to start them early.
Yeah, that was my problem the first season. Second season, I let them get too hot. Last year, I had my heart surgery at the beginning of summer, and then we went on vacation in July, and they pretty much were toast. They roasted. So if I try to do pumpkins this year, I'm going to plant them just like my tomato plants, and big giant, what are they, 5-gallon buckets or 10-gallon buckets, like the big buckets. It says these little clip-on things have vintage, but they say Austria on them. I don't know. They're nothing special. They're like plastic. Maybe I'll put them in a lot. That's what I should do, is find pairs.
Okay, well, I have to get off for now. How much
I need to shut this down because it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock here. And I gotta go check on Tommy and Jaslyn, and then Pixie, do you have to deal with low humidity causing allergies and bloody noses with your child? If so, any advice for me? Okay, so yes, I have severe allergies. My daughter has severe allergies, and Tommy has allergies. Get a humidifier. That is like one of the best things for your house for low humidity. Nosebleeds, just make sure that you put Vaseline. Have your child do it. It'll look a little better than adults, but take a little Vaseline and have them rub it on the inside of their nostrils right here, and that will help. And 3, clean your machine running, and don't know what to do. Okay, so do the Vaseline or triple antibiotic ointment, but Vaseline preferably. This is what Jaslyn's pediatrician told us, but Jaslyn had them so bad that it looked like they were like she was being massacred, and they would start out of nowhere, and so they had to cauterize her nose, and even then it wouldn't last very long. It usually lasts a couple hours because she's a very hyperactive child. She doesn't have ADHD or anything like that, but she's very active, and she has to move all the time, and she's an adrenaline junkie, stuff like that. But he's, if it's really, really bad, take him to the pediatrician. They will know exactly what to do. But for us, we just take Vaseline, and we just make sure that the inside of the nostrils are coated. I actually have to have sinus surgery because I have a polyp due to my allergies. And so I have had chronic sinus infections since last year, almost a year now. And so they got to go in and take care of that, which I'm doing a live the night before and possibly a live on the way to the hospital. I am not sure yet because I'm really nervous because they're going to be working on my face. And if they can't, and this is probably really gross, but if they can't get the equipment in there to remove the polyp, they actually have to go in and straighten my nose because I have a crooked nose from being broke a couple times. And so that way they can go in there and fix it. But I don't know. Do you guys, Rebecca, do you have a pediatrician for your baby, for your child? If so, I highly recommend getting a hold of them. And if they don't want to help you with it, I would say have them refer you to an ENT, ears, nose, and throat specialist. they are phenomenal. The one I had ended up leaving our clinic, but he referred me to Marshfield, which is like almost 2 hours away. It's like an hour and 45 minutes, something like that from here. But he's phenomenal. He's the one that's doing the surgery. And I would definitely talk to your pediatrician. I would definitely talk and see this ENT on the 14th and allergy testing. Okay. So yeah, they're the best to know what to do in that situation. I can just tell you what we used, and that was Vaseline to help with the nosebleeds.
I didn't know that helped. That's good to know, because my son gets nosebleeds, but it's not often enough for me to ever be concerned. But sometimes he'll get it, and then it'll be multiple times within a couple days, and then it won't ever happen again. But it's really dry here. But that's good to know. The Vaseline thing, that's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't do that.
And they were telling us triple antibiotic ointment, because sometimes what happens is they get irritated, and the blood vessels that are close to the surface, they get irritated from being dry. And as as all of us adults know, children don't keep their fingers out their nose, so it aggravates it. So put a little triple antibiotic ointment in there, and then and alternate between that and Vaseline. That's just my suggestion, so that it's just what our doctor said. But I'm glad that he's going in to have the test. Jaslyn has one. I have one. Tommy has one. And so, what is that? Yes, I took in man again today. They said it's the dry air and I can't get the humidity up in my. Okay. Yeah. We don't have humidifiers. What we have is a really awesome hospital grade air filter, and then we just boil water with oil in it, certain oils, and that helps put moisture in the house. Just because otherwise it's too much to run that, because we have a 3-bedroom, 3-story place, and it's too much to try to put moisture in a big house.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So we just have it where our main floor, that's where we spend most of the time. The kids just sleep upstairs in their room, and then we're down here in the basement during the day. So when we're in those areas, we just move accordingly to how we need to do it. But get a big pot of water and put it on low on your stove, and that should help as well. But make sure you keep an eye on it, because I had a friend of mine that decided that she was going to try that method, and yeah, she ruined her pan because she didn't pay attention.
Oh, I know you were saying she burned down the house or something.
No, she just burnt her pan. She caught it in time with that, but yeah, I'm very, I don't know what the word is, but paranoid probably, where I have to check it every half hour to an hour. And so he's already boiling water. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just do the Vaseline thing. I mean, that's what I would recommend, is Vaseline and the triple antibiotic ointment. And then when you go into the ENT, they'll be able to help you more. I mean, they really are. And they are phenomenal. I've never had a bad one in my life. I've had bad doctors before, but I haven't had a bad ears, nose, and throat specialist. So, and I wear hearing aids, but I can't always wear them. And so, because I have hearing issues as well. And that's mainly why I was seeing my ENT, and then all the sinus stuff started happening. And
girl, you're just a hot mess like me, aren't you? Oh.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I deal with on a constant basis, but for the most part, I singular at night. Is there Fanta in the morning. Ooh, yeah, definitely. I'm hoping the 14th gets here very, very quick for you guys, so you can figure out what's going on. Because that's
eliminated
at night and Zyrtec in the morning, and it's not helping. And that you have 3 humidifiers, 3 clean air machines. Yeah, definitely get them checked out because that's crazy. I mean, yeah, humidity might play a big part in it. But I don't know. If anything, have him. What do we do with Jaslyn? There were times because we had a campsite at a campground, and what we would do is when she would get them there, which wasn't very often, which was really strange because we didn't have AC or anything like that. But when she would get them there, we would just take her into the shower area and turn on the hot water and just have her sitting there for a little bit till it got real steamy, and then shut the water off and just kind of sat in there with her, try to get her nose moistured and stuff. That might help. But yeah, definitely, I'm hoping the 14th comes real quick for y'all.
Almost smushed my dog.
If it is that bad, the allergy testing might end up getting pushed closer than the 27th. Because yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, hopefully like you said, the 14th comes quick and you can get some relief. That's gotta be
big time. I mean, I understand the whole waiting to get into the doctor for your sinuses.
It's always hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. That's how it always is.
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
All right. So, we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you, Destiny, coming on with me.
Well, thank you.
Of course, Leticia earlier, and everybody watching, as always.
Rebecca, sorry, Kim. Rebecca, do you guys have black mold in your house by chance?
Oh yeah.
Check to see if you guys have black mold. That could be contributing it because it started in December. Your house is closed up. Yeah, it's dry, but I bet you have moisture somewhere in your walls because I've had to deal with that. But yeah, that sounds like a black mold issue. I'm sorry, Kim.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right. That's good to give out suggestions. I like helping people, so I got no problem.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who's been in here. Yeah, keep us updated, Rebecca. I'm sure girls will to you soon. Like there's quite a few that we see a lot, which is good. I love our little circle of reseller friends. They all make my day. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that little bell icon because you just never know when I'm going to go live, except for the one day, which is always scheduled. That'd be Monday, noon Mountain Standard Time. I appreciate everyone. Please stay safe this weekend. And to the girls, don't forget, tomorrow, Hip Flip and Mama. We're going to do a little hangout, eat some pizza, do some face masks, have some fun. No beards allowed. No beards allowed. Make sure, Tommy, if he's going to be around, he better put on some mascara or something.
Right?
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you, Destiny, as always, for all your help and just being you. Love you, girl.
Love you too.
All right, I will.
You guys be amazing.
You, I'm sure soon. And to everybody else, much love. Be safe this weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Now, boy, I can figure out how to make this stop. Oh, bye.